Amazing.
Sweet. Tight. Okie dokie. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
I believe you.
Jump in the line.
Katie Jane, I love you. Headphones.
Ooh, called out.
Babe, I'm muted right now.
Oh, never mind.
Is it me?
Someone's doing it.
Is it me, Jesus?
Is
Is
it
it
me?
me, Jesus?
Am
What
I
are
the
you
problem?
hearing?
Is it
Okay.
me, Jesus?
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey! Should we wait for Cass? Or
Cass is
she's
here.
here. Hi, Cass.
Yeah.
Every other time there's been some weird mic noise, it's been me. How dare you?
I'm sorry. I love you. I do always start it with "Hey, I love you." Okay.
You can love
Everett,
me
you're going
regardless.
first.
That should not be new.
Fuck. Okay.
Let's go.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
All right. Welcome to
I'm not
our-
high yet, so you're welcome for doing this sober.
I appreciate your
It just
sacrifice.
make your
I'm being-
reactions to everything else better.
I'm being very brave right now. Just need you to know that. Okay, hold on.
When was the last time we did this? Was that this year or was it last year?
It was. I was in my other house. I think it was beginning of this year.
Okay.
Like in
I buy that.
February, maybe?
Sure.
Well,
I don't think
Ev,
I was here
take it
yet. This is
away.
my first one.
yeah.
Wait, did I do it?
Yep.
Hey, okay. All right, so I don't know. This is my special interest. Prefer to get info dumped on.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Fucking go.
Let's fucking go. First and foremost, we must observe tradition, time honored. Light them if you got them, baby.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Fucking ass noises. Okay. So what the fuck is it? Marijuana. Marijuana is the dried leaves, flowers, stems, and or seeds of the cannabis plant. It contains active chemicals called cannabinoids that cause many different kinds of effects throughout the body, utilizing the endocannabinoid system to do so. Okay, Chief, that's a lot of big words, and I literally just sparked up. So, think of it. We're doing a metaphor. All right, here we go. So these packages, these are going to be your cannabinoids, like so. Your endocannabinoid system is basically the delivery route which these packages get delivered on, and then that little truck is going to be their like lipid soluble carrier. What? Cannabinoids. Cannabinoids is a type of chemical compound naturally produced by the cannabis plant. So these are the packages that are being delivered, like we said. So basically, there's two primary types of cannabinoids. The first is phytocannabinoids. It comes from the plant itself, specifically the tiny sticky resin glands called trichomes. And there's actually over 100 different types of these phytocannabinoids in each cannabis plant. The other kind is endocannabinoids, molecules that naturally occur in the body and bind to your cannabinoid receptors. So why does this shit matter? Your endocannabinoid system is a complex network of receptors, enzymes, and endocannabinoids. It plays a crucial role in maintaining balance within your body, or AKA maintaining homeostasis. So this is your delivery route. Basically, when cannabinoids interact with these receptors, they influence various physiological processes, such as like mood, appetite, pain sensation, and immune responses. So this whole process, like the endocannabinoid system, these receptors firing is what makes you feel high, which is like the whole point. So here's that map. These are all of your body's endocannabinoid receptors. Basically, CB1 and CB2 are the main types of those cannabinoid receptors. And these receptors are basically those delivery stops. So these are all the places that we're dropping off THC and shit. Wait, so what's THC like actually? First of all, it's the best package. Tetrahydrocannabinol, or Delta 9 specifically, is perhaps the most well-known phytocannabinoid due to its psychoactive effects. It's a lipid-soluble compound, which basically means that it dissolves easily in fatty substances such as oils, butters, body fat. And THC specifically is metabolized and excreted slowly, primarily through the liver and the kidneys. So this fat solubility of the THC contributes to its long detection times in drug tests. So that's why it sticks around for so long, is because it has to go through your whole like digestive system, specifically your liver and your kidneys. So if you're like a daily user, it's going to take a lot longer for you to be able to pass a drug test versus if you're an occasional user. So when cannabis is heated, it's in its THC, so see it's in THCA, which is its resting form. So when it's heated, it's converted to THC, which is its active form, and the heating process decarboxylates or decarbs the THCA, converting it to THC. So you got to open that package in order to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But don't eat raw weed because it doesn't do anything. It's just nasty. So if you grab that bud out of your jar and just popped it right in your mouth, it's not going to do shit, my friend. So what about all the other ones I've heard of? These are all the other kinds of packages. Those cannabinoids that we had talked about. So the big one is CBD, which a lot more people have heard about. There's a lot more research on CBD than there is any other of these cannabinoids. So it is like basically anti-anxiety, which is what that word right there means. Hold on. Aha! Found it. This word right here. This is anti-anxiety. It's also anti-inflammatory, anti-convulsant, which means like epileptic seizure type deal. And then it's also antipsychotic, which basically means that they figured out that these actually have some benefits in mitigating the symptoms of schizophrenia, as well as having the potential to inhibit the growth of cancer cells, which makes it just like super duper cool. The next one is going to be CBN, which emerges as a result of the THC's natural degradation process, and it's actually renowned for its benefit or its potential to induce sedation and relaxation. And those are its primary uses, but it also is an appetite stimulant. And there's a big pain relief factor as well. So the degradation process occurs basically just when it's in storage. So when it's exposed to heat, light, oxygen, etc., over time, it slowly converts to CBN. So you can start out with like a sativa, and if you let it sit long enough, it'll start to produce more CBN, and it'll become more of like a sedative strain. Next is CBG, which is often referred to as like the mother cannabinoid of all cannabinoids, because it serves as the precursor to the other cannabinoids like THC and CBD. So basically, you know how we all start out as females in the womb? We all start out as CBG in the cannabis plant, and it turns into all the other ones. So this one is basically like, you're going to be like your mild euphoria, pain relief, antibacterial, glaucoma relief. So it actually can help reduce the intraocular pressure and start to, or like basically help relieve some glaucoma. What is that word? Symptoms. There we go. Jesus. Maybe I should have smoked. Anyways, CBC is the last one. So it's anti-inflammatory, pain relief. It's got neurogenesis benefits, which basically means like regenerating of the cells in your brain. So that's a lot of fucking words. So what do we got to remember these by, right? So CBD is for decompression. You want to just relax and hang out. CBN is for nighttime. Make you sleepy. CBG is for the giggles. And then CBC is for cheerful, anti-depression and shit. So why do those matter? Well, It's called the entourage effect. And it's why THC percentage matters a little bit less than your terpene percentage profile. So because cannabinoids are similarly shaped compounds, though they're not identical, most of them use the same receptors, the same delivery route. Basically, some stops include multiple packages, which can complement one another and make the overall experience better. But there's only so many packages that can fit, so they'll also like block each other in some ways. So in a 1-to-1 ratio of THC and CBD, the CBD's presence can lower the psychoactive effects of the THC because the CBD is taking up that receptor space. So you get high while you're also relieving pain. Basically, the combined presence of multiple cannabinoids, terpenes, and other plant compounds can result in a more powerful therapeutic impact than isolated components. And that's what those two molecules look like. So they're pretty similar, but they do have some differences that will basically make them not fit like a glove to each one of those receptors. They kind of adapt and take over those receptors. So what the fuck are terpenes?
Thank you. I was asking that.
I was just about to ask that.
We got a lot of vocab in here. So terpenes are organic compounds found in
Should
a
we be taking
prolific.
notes?
Yeah.
There will be a test. Yeah.
Is there a test?
No, I'm just kidding. There's no test.
Yeah.
Like for the weed
Yeah,
test.
no test. They're found in a prolific variety of plants contributing to their distinct aromas and flavors. Basically, terpenes are the chemical compounds that are largely responsible for giving things their taste and their smell. In cannabis, they're not only responsible for the scent, but also contribute to therapeutic effects of the plants. So basically, all plants evolved to have terpenes as part of their natural defense mechanisms for deterring pests and predators. So by looking at the terpene profile of a strain, you actually can get an idea of the potential benefits it can offer. And this information can help you choose a strain that will give you the effects you're looking for. So you can kind of tailor your experience solely by looking at the terpene profile. Okay. So here's some examples of terpenes. Here's the big ones. I'm going to pronounce these the best that I can, but bear with me. So first up, we got myrcene. So this one is a sedative and a pain relief. It's found often in thyme, mangoes, and lemongrass. And then we have limonene, which is a mood-lifting and stress-reducing terpene. It's found most often in lemons, oranges, and ginger. Linalool, one of my personal favorites, is calming and anxiolytic, which is that anti-anxiety word that we talked about. It's found in lavender, roses, and basil. It's like that floral, almost sweet note that you find in all three of those. And then we have caryophyllene, which is an anti-inflammatory and analgesic, so it helps with pain and that kind of stuff. It's found in black pepper, cloves, and rosemary. And then pinene, so that's an alertness enhancing and bronchodilator. So it actually will help open up your lungs and help you breathe better, which is crazy. So this is found in pine trees, dill, and peppermint. And then humulene, which is an appetite suppressing, an anti-inflammatory terpene. So if you're specifically looking for something that's not going to give you the munchies, if you find humulene in the terpene profile, then you know that you're going to not be at as big of a risk for munchies. And these are found in sage, hops, and coriander. And then we have ocimene, which is an antiviral, antifungal, and decongestion. This is found in tarragon, kumquats, and orchid flowers. What's really cool about all of these is that if you go smelling or tasting any of these items, you can kind of like start to pick out the notes that smell or taste similar. And then you can find your terpene, which is really cool. Yeah. Just tell me how to get high already. Thanks to thousands of years of stoner ingenuity, there's a wide variety of options. Basically, we've got two main categories. So we've got smoking, which is joints, pipes, bongs, vaporizers, homemade devices, etc. We'll talk about this this special little picture over here in a second. This guy.
God.
And then you've got eating. So that's basically your gummies, your chocolates, sodas, candies, snacks, tinctures, anything that you put in your mouth. So basically, you got to heat it to eat it. You got to decarb it in some fashion. So for smoking, You gotta light that hoe. Pros, easy as fuck. Cons, lung ouchie. And you got eating. I'm saying. You gotta bake it to get baked. So your pros for that are gonna be it's easy when it's bought from a dispensary. You just pop that shit in your mouth. And no lung ouchie. Cons would be definite learning curve when you're DIYing. Dosage is pretty tricky and you green out if you're wrong. So not that fun. Quick little disclaimer, there has never been a recorded death via marijuana overconsumption, so you will not die if you're wrong, but you will be very uncomfortable. Okay, so this lovely little diagram we have right here is a depiction of a homemade gravity bong. I'm sure probably some of you have heard the term gravity bong before, and you're like, that sounds insane. So it's really pretty simple. All you do is you're gonna put the little flower right in there. And when you light that hoe, you pull the bottle up and it basically acts as like the sucking motion like you would with your mouth if you're lighting a joint. But it takes it basically uses gravity to pull all of that flower through, all of that smoke through. And then when you get as much as you'd like or as much as you can handle, you take the lid off and you just suck on through. So it basically, the idea is to make it sometimes, or people say it's like smoother or it's a bigger hit or it's more intense. It's basically just a way to like up the ante. And also if you don't have like a pipe, but you happen to have one of these little down stems or something to create a down stem, you're golden. So how does this actually work? So when you're smoking, the THCA is converted into THC when heated, like we talked about, the decarbing process, which is then inhaled into the lungs, absorbed into the blood, and effects are felt within a few minutes. You peak at about 20 to 30 minutes, and it generally lasts for a few hours. That all depends on things like your own tolerance, your metabolism, how big of a joint, how much you're smoking, is it infused, all this other stuff. And then you've also got eating. So after either DIYing, decarbing it yourself, or purchasing edibles pre-made from a dispensary, you consume. The THC is then absorbed through the digestive system and first passes through the liver before entering the bloodstream. And these effects can take about 30 to 90 minutes to start, sometimes longer than that, with the peak occurring about 3 hours after ingestion and lasting for several hours. So the length and the strength of the effect varies greatly depending on dosage, patient metabolism, tolerance, type of edible, etc., like we talked about. Because THC is fat soluble, edibles with a high fat content, basically like your chocolates or like if you get a soda and make an ice cream float out of it, which is really tasty, those things, yeah, I know, those things will start to work more quickly and feel a little bit stronger than your run-of-the-mill gummies. So what happens if you take too much? Don't fret. Save that hospital visit for when you really need it. Because you don't, I promise. It might feel like you're dying, but you are not. Yes, I'm sure. The higher the dosage, the longer it takes to leave your system. So basically things like food, water, and moving around can help speed up the metabolism process, just like anything else. And potentially emesis, which is vomiting, the fancy word for it, though this is a last resort for obvious reasons, because really who wants to like throw up everywhere? But basically you can eat and drink what you can and then either distract yourself by putting on a comfort show or use meditation and breathing techniques to regulate your nervous system. The more extreme methods are, of course, inducing vomiting or going for a run if you're fucking psychotic. The only reason you would have...
Hell?
No, literally. Okay, it actually does work because you are like basically forcing your metabolism to kickstart and like run through things. But yeah, you would have to be a psycho. So the only reason you'd have like genuine need to go to the hospital is if you have like a pre-existing heart condition or if you didn't purchase from a regulated or AKA real dispensary, which you definitely should not ever do that. Yeah, so that's it. Prevention is the ideal. So you start low and you go slow, but if you start to feel ill, make yourself as comfy as possible and just ride that shit out. Disclaimer, I am not a medical professional and this is not medical advice. Don't sue me. That's it.
Yay!
You're now all of our weed fairy godmother.
I did.
Yay!
And
So much.
I had to cut out so much because I wanted to like go into like, so many other things, but that was
I'll
too
listen
involved.
to all of it anytime you
job.
want. That was so cool.
Really?
I
Okay,
learned some
cool.
Things.
Wait,
Yeah,
I heard a
there's-
rumor once that peppercorn will make your high go away. Is that real? Chewing peppercorn.
I don't know the science behind that. Other than that sounds like a great technique to sort of like shock your nervous system. So if you're
Yes.
feeling panicky, if you're having a panic attack, they suggest like chewing ice cubes or chewing peppercorn. Basically, it's just to kind of jumpstart your system into a distraction. So the same method should help a little bit, but it's not like it's going to magically make it go away type thing. They do actually make little like undo pills that will like cut the effects of the weed. It'll basically like consume all of the weed in it and make it go out faster.
Ooh.
Cass, you call me. Cass, you call me one night. We'll get baked and test it.
Oh my god.
Sounds
Audrey's
like we need to do a
like-
road trip
We'll just make Audrey take care of us.
to the dispensary. Her dispensary,
Hell yeah.
their dispensary, specifically.
Yes, absolutely.
Yay!
That's it.
One
Wait,
down.
do you work at a dispensary? That's
Good
so cool.
job.
I do actually. I am a manager at a dispensary.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Let's
weed is
fucking
definitely
go.
one of my special interests.
God, I
So.
wish you were at our dispensary.
Wait, are you comfortable with sharing what dispensary? Or
I'll put it in the
in the
chat,
chat?
but I don't want to
yeah,
put it
yeah,
on
let's-
stream.
Put it in the
yeah,
chat,
let's
but
do
not
the
on the
chat,
internet.
Chat. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
That works for me.
I'm so upset.
Put it under hobbies. We've got a hobbies
raw
channel.
Weed does nothing when you eat it. I've definitely done that before.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
I was really surprised at how many people I've had that conversation with. That they were like, "Yeah, I just ate the bud and nothing happened. I don't understand." And I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's
That'll do
You
it.
don't-
Extract.
you don't do
I used-
nothing."
I used to get skunk weed when I was a teenager, and we used to eat the stems and the seeds.
Ew.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
boy.
amazing.
And
That is amazing.
I'm so sad to learn that did nothing.
Okay.
He said I have
Um,
a coupon there.
I have
Who wants to go next?
Fucking amazing.
amazing.
I have to pee, so someone else go.
I
I'll
can
go next. Oh,
Okay.
I'll
No,
go
you
next. Mine is. Oh, wait, I want Andre to see this.
Nerd.
Okay, I'm gonna go, and she can come back into the middle of it and be disappointed or amazed with me.
You're recording it, it's fine.
I am. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
I'm ready, Freddy.
In the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition monster
Hey,
manual,
hey,
there's about
share your
two. There's
screen.
about two.
Must stream.
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on.
False start.
Sorry.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, not that one.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
That's a big number.
Oh hell.
All right.
Maybe I don't have to pee. Keep going.
All right. In the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition monster manual, there are over 250 pictures and images of various monsters. My presentation, I have taken the top 50 most fuckable
I can
monsters
hold
in
it.
the
I can
D&D
hold it. I
5e
can hold
monster
it.
manual,
You should.
God damn it. I
aka
love it.
This is
the monster manual is
accurate
just fantasy Tinder, and you can't convince me otherwise. Asterisk Fender.
Oh my god.
You're
So
a strange human being. I love it.
how are they
It's
ranked?
despicable.
They're ranked on vibes, physical fuckability, and my personal willingness to actually have sex with these things.
Hmm.
They're also ranked however the fuck I wanted, so you can deal with it. To get us started, honorable mentions, of course. We're gonna start with beholders. Honorable mention: beholders reproduce asexually. So I didn't want to do any like ace erasure, so we're gonna leave them out of this. It's fine. We don't have to sexualize absolutely everything. Chimeras, would this count as a foursome? That's my question. Is just with
What
If
about
they have different different
bestiality?
brains, then I would say yes.
they operate. They operate alone. So
They
Then I
should
would
force
say
some
yes.
Holes though.
Yeah, but
Technically, yeah.
there's multiple perceptions going on, so I would consider it to be.
How many Ossies are we talking, man?
All right. The crawling
They all
hand.
have
That one's
different
mostly for
mouths.
Jana because she put "thing" on her "Hear Me Out" cake from Adam's Family.
Real.
Next up, I don't know, we got the Demi Lich, which I'm sure it's like great head, but
Ow.
that's about it. So you know, it doesn't really deserve only head. And then the Flump, just because they're cute and slimy, and I'm like, I wouldn't actually really want to have sex with it, but also, come on, look at it. Okay, now to the main event, the Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual. Starting off strong at 50, we got the Guardian Naga. You know,
Ugh.
not
like the
unfuckable,
face.
but a little odd. You know,
I don't like the
It's basically just
Hold
a
on.
cocksock.
Big
Right.
quick question
Egg
before you
situation
continue.
going on here.
Yes.
Eric,
Yes,
I just
Connor?
want to know, how long did it take you to rank these? That's just a
I did. I
Curious.
spent about 2 hours on this yesterday at work.
Okay.
Smart.
okay. Just it was just double check.
Emphasis on at work.
Oh
At
yeah.
work. 49, we got the Kraken, R.I.P. Ty.
Oh.
Size is a big factor here. Vor, you know, if you're into Vor, that's kind of one of the things. So yeah, it could be fun. You'd figure it out. Right. 44, we got the Hydra. What those heads do, you know?
Oh god.
The same question comes up. Would this be considered, you know, a 4,
Yeah.
6, 8, an
Yeah, I
8,
think
a
it's gotta
9 sum?
be
Yeah.
In 4G territory.
Lots of.
Okay. At
There's a whole
43,
bunch
we
of
got the Quagoth.
Oh my god.
Smash.
A little animalistic. All right. 42, the Green Hag.
Mm.
Oh my god, that's me.
Not unfuckable on the list, you know.
Can attest.
She'll rip your heart out after.
We
It's
love
fine.
our elders.
Oh my god.
41, we got the Ghoul.
Ooh, what'd that
What
tongue
that tongue
do?
You think this
Oh
would be
my
higher?
god.
No, actually, you might be cooking with this one. You might be.
You think this would be higher, but also like
Those hands. Ugh. I could cradle you so
Um,
tenderly during aftercare.
We'll devour you.
right. 40, we got the
Connor?
Night Hag. She'll fuck with your dreams. There is actually a description in the monster manual. It talks about how she straddles her victims. So like that's a whole
Hey,
thing.
yo.
Ooh, alright.
Swear?
Nice.
Promise?
At 39, Gaspor,
Huh.
and I support
So-
that this is on the list.
I'm really confused
Tell-
by this being.
tell
on
me
the
that's
list.
not a butt plug.
This is definitely
Oh.
Jasper's
this
the
is
thing
definitely
floating.
Eric's list.
I guess spore.
Sure.
Yeah, you're in the mushrooms.
Yeah, we're in sex pollen territory.
You are gonna need god level antifungal after that.
Got the gibbering mouther.
Bye pH.
Bye-bye,
Yeah.
Paige.
I
37.
am really confused by these, like being at the top, and then what was that like water one?
I know.
Waterware?
Being so far down.
Wet.
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 37, we got the Roper.
See, I don't know.
Obvious
this.
reasons.
Mm.
Questions about you.
A bonding
Tentacle.
situation, obviously.
Classic monster.
Yeah, tentacle porn.
Oh boy.
This is a classic D&D monster. This
Okay,
thing's
it's
been around
not-
since the
You're really into the gooey guys.
everyone gets it, I feel like.
There's not like a
Listen,
visible
you do
tongue,
want
but I
it to
feel like
be
tongue
a
game
slip
great.
and slide situation.
Well, it's got a tongue. There's a tentacle coming out of it. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's not its mouth.
No,
Never
yeah.
mind. Sorry.
I was
sorry,
like-
sorry.
It's probably got one though, right?
36, Nightmare.
Okay.
Mm.
The
This makes
Nightmare.
sense for you.
Yeah, Equus. Daniel Radcliffe.
Just the right height.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. I think the deciding factor is can he talk?
I think so.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
36 or 35. For my
Oh,
Baldur's
why is
Gate
that
players.
not one? Damn.
I didn't really vibe with it. I didn't like having sex with the Emperor in Baldur's Gate.
I
So didn't really-
immediately
you know,
did.
it wasn't my-
That was
I
not required.
immediately did.
I didn't
We
like him. I
know,
didn't trust him.
Audrey.
34. Baylor.
Mm.
Yeah.
Short King.
Short king.
Short King. They're actually like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Sassy
Is
This
that
one's
what's in
from
his
my Davy
Tinderbox
Jones.
profile?
This one's from my Davy Jones fuckers. It's the bearded devil, number
I
33.
think that the spikes are intriguing. I will.
They're
say.
soft. They're
I'm not
soft.
sure about that.
Has this been
Does
tested?
does it specifically say that in the manual?
Yeah, when
I've-
Eric says that this is their top 50, like tried and tested.
Yeah, yes. This is backed by 32, 31, and 30 are all similar, but I was like, I liked where they were, so this is them. So we got the Invisible
Mhm.
Stalker, the Spectre, and the Shadow. I liked the Shadow the most because of the gentle embrace that he is holding this man in.
Absolutely.
The Stalker's a little bit rougher, which but sometimes you just want to be hugged from behind gently.
All right.
We're just hugged.
29.
Just hugged.
Audrey, this one's for you.
What?
The Were Creatures.
Bear fucker.
All of them, just because it's hard to choose, and it's like you could pick and choose. So we're just gonna we're lumping the Were Creatures together.
You can be a were-rat? I didn't think I knew that.
Yeah.
Never mind. I have a backup character now.
28. This is for my my people who like to have a little extra fun. This is the Chain Devil.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Look at the ass though. This guy.
Yeah, that looks thick thighs. big
Okay.
legs, really and truly.
Alexa, play S&M by Rihanna.
Inversely, at 27, we got the Solar, which is a type of angel. The only reason I personally love the way this person looks, I love him, but it's higher on the list because of religious trauma.
Oh.
Yes, well, this is
I
definitely.
understand.
This
Is
is
the concept that
millennials
you are
for sure.
corrupting the angel, or
I can
like
fix
what's
him.
the?
I can fix him.
I can make him worse.
At 26, we got a classic, the Mimic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What that tongue do?
Immediately down.
That's fair.
I think I'm
It also
seeing-
it could look like just about anything. So that's
Exactly.
all right. We're halfway through. Top 25.
Let's
right?
go.
Amazing.
All right, you guys. Number 25. Katie, I'm sorry. Gelatinous Cube, Ripalishi.
Ooh.
Oh my
God. Foul.
I'm so bad.
Disrespectful. A little bit.
That's-
Being inside.
What are you doing with this? Never
Being
mind.
fully
I just figured it out.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I was thinking, what will I do with this?
Ugh.
You can make it work. At 24, we got the Arcanoloth, which is it's like a jackal scholar dude. They are evil though.
You just like that it's a
Um,
nerd.
He's kind of
Mhm.
cute.
He's cute. I like him. At 23, we got a Lamia.
Oh,
type of
smash
sphinx?
into oblivion.
Smash.
Mm-hmm. At 22, we have these sphinxes just because they're married, and I don't want to this is a threesome. So,
Aw,
Ooh,
Pretty
hell yeah.
considerate.
I'd be in the culture.
Raw next question.
21 is Pixie. Size issue. She's cute, but size is a problem.
Listen,
Are we confirmed that that's an adult?
Yes,
yeah.
Okay.
Where
Okay. Cool.
there's a
Then
will, there's
smash.
a way.
they're immortal fae. I guarantee that's adult.
Eric, I have
Um,
some fix to rec to you based on this.
Okay,
book. We'll
okay.
talk later.
Completely opposite of this 2-inch tall Pixie. Purple Worm
Jesus.
at 20.
Oh my.
Ooh.
They average 80 feet.
Giving Dune.
Giving.
Mm-hmm. At 19, we got the Cloud Giant. This is the guy that you date to rebel against your parents with.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
makes sense.
He lives in a van.
18, got the Harpy.
Hey, yo.
Tits out. Fucking hovering on it. At
They're
17, we got
Siren-esque.
Succubus, Incubus.
I love edgy. I love edgy.
Goodness.
I love edgy.
I haven't even reached the hottest ones yet, guys. Come on.
These are all the
We're not even in the top 10. 16, we got the Guardian Naga. Snake Man.
Coward.
No nuts for that? Okay, Jesus.
This is a choice that you made.
Naga in the bottom half and Guardian Naga top half.
Does it have 2 dicks? Okay,
Are
we're
people
moving
gonna
on.
have a real
Oh, I'm sorry.
question?
This is supposed to say centaur. Ignore that it says Cambion. Yeah, that's
Okay, but-
centaur.
The logistics. I'm intrigued.
Horse
I
dick.
think, I think you
I
fuck
don't
this
know.
one like a horse.
This is just a different version of Equus.
Yeah, you're having sex with a horse. Make no
Yeah.
mistake.
Absolutely.
14. We got the Cambion.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
At 13, we got the Aaron Eyes.
I love edgy.
I just feel like she'd treat me right, and she's got a pretty robe.
Absolutely.
At number 12, Satyrs, because you know they'll have a good party.
I love edgy.
Go out in the middle of the woods and just. Damn.
I feel like
Uh,
the aftercare would be incredible.
Mr. Tumnus is all I
11?
can think of.
It's a dryad. She's gonna be at the Satyrs party, so. God,
This
you
is a
guys.
threesome situation.
No, this is an orgy situation. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of people. Top 10. Down to
Let's
the
go.
top
I'm
10.
excited. I'm hovering.
All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Surprising. Jeez.
Anyway.
Moving on.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh my god.
Oh, so you don't want to fuck a bronze dragon, but you'll fuck a troglodyte?
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
Fake monster fucker if you want them to be.
Number 8.
Pudding?
What the hell?
Boo!
But
Hiss!
that jaw action, I will say. There's
If you
something
know,
a
you
little
know.
inspiring about it.
We don't.
Number 7.
I
Okay.
love
Okay, I'm back on board.
We're back on board.
I'm
Okay,
back on
okay,
board.
okay.
You got 6 arms. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's fucking
Oh
go.
yeah, actually.
Number 6.
I don't know, the nails are giving me a long time.
If I'm drunk enough.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I'd
Number 5?
different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm in.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm absolutely in.
I don't know about that.
Number 4.
Oh my god.
God.
Both at the same time?
Hmm.
Why does it look
It's
sad?
specifically the one on the
It's
left. It's the
scared.
pentadrone.
They look so
The little-
scared.
are really,
No, no, it's
really
just the one on the
scared.
left. That's a mono drone. We don't care about the little one. We want the big one. Because you and 4 of your friends can all, you know.
My friends? I don't know. about
It's
that.
a group
friends?
activity.
Oh.
At number 3.
Alright, alright.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
get me a blonde
Yeah, we're back- I
wig
said
and
back
then
on
get
board.
me
love edgy.
Finish strong.
Number 2. It's doppelganger.
Alright.
Customizable. Okay. No. Customizable.
This is number 2?
True.
This is-
Please tell me you finish strong.
I'm really scared. I'm so scared.
This is
You'll
so
just
you
fuck
how you
anything that walks.
Wait,
Eric,
can we
this
take
is so you
guesses?
can fuck your friends.
Oh.
That's what
Can we
this
You
is.
guys wanna take
bets on
guesses?
number 1?
Guesses? Oh,
Yeah, you guys want to take guesses on the number 1 most
I have
fuckable
no
monster?
freaking
It's gonna be
idea.
something horrific.
Like, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be something really gooey.
Gooey.
Gooey?
It's gonna be like a cum monster.
Gooey. Or a horse.
Or a
It's
horse.
one of
Suspicious
those.
number of horses on this list.
Or is this gonna be like a real, we're the
Suspicious
real
number.
monsters all along?
It's a gooey
type of
horse.
situation?
Um.
I'm so scared.
All right. The number 1 most fuckable monster.
This is just
Wait.
in the monster
Shit.
manual.
Oh
Fuck.
my
Wait.
god. Oh my god.
Wait, shit. Sorry. Fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. The number 1 most fuckable monster in the D&D 5e manual is gonna surprise all of you.
Oh my god.
The Rakshasa.
Oh!
no,
Just a
but
gentle,
yeah, I'm-
Wise
I'm-
tiger man.
Just your
Yeah.
hands are backwards. That's
Love
cool.
edgy.
You know, he's got his hand on his hip, Audrey.
The hands are backwards. That's the thing about Rashaskas. They're like
Yeah.
weirdly.
They're switched.
They're like switched.
You know, he's gonna treat you right, and he's like soft and cuddly. So you know, it'll be a good fuck.
He makes me think that he's like wise
It's not all
as
about
well.
kink, you know. Sometimes it's just about having a good time.
Okay.
It's a companionship experience.
I do want to go
Alright.
back though.
Oh my
God damn it.
Oh
No,
my
no,
god.
this is the worst thing you put on screen all night. Get that thing
No.
away from me.
He's so pretty.
Ugh.
Lizard.
That
Alright,
doesn't
that's it.
count.
That's my whole
You put that back.
that's my whole presentation.
Good job.
Good job.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Very good.
Eric, you're
Any
special.
any questions?
I
No,
can't believe
I've
the
seen
merm
enough.
folk
I've
were so
seen
low.
enough.
Oh, I have a lot of questions, but
What do you mean? It's
I think I
got
know
a
the
fish
answer.
bottom on it.
And
Give me the top half of the fish.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's worth it for the bottom half human, some say.
I love edging.
Who's next?
Alright, who's next?
Not I.
Mine's done now.
I can also go. Whenever.
Cool, cool, cool. It's Carl's turn. Go, Carl.
Nice.
Silence.
Mine's
is loud.
mine's about a murder, so like y'all just let me know when you're ready for that.
I'm
Yes.
always ready.
All day.
That's kind of
every day.
lighthearted.
Yeah.
Everyone grab your popcorn.
Ooh.
All right.
Alright, Shane, I'll be right back. I have to pee.
Okay, good evening. Tonight we're going to tackle a classic question. This may be kind of an easy one. Why is the sky blue? That's it right there, behind me in the picture. You can see it's pretty blue, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's not. I'm looking out the window and it doesn't look blue at all out there. Okay? What gives?
Yeah.
Also, just shout out that you live in St. Louis, by the way. Like,
Yeah, I took this picture on the
there's the
4th of July. Let's go to a slide where I didn't take the picture. It's all thanks to a little guy called the Sun. Real quick, let's hear it for the Sun.
Oh, I've
Love
heard
the
of
Sun.
Oh.
All right, the sun is bright, and when its light gets to Earth, it scatters off of oxygen and nitrogen molecules in the atmosphere and water molecules, and because of math relating to the wavelengths of light, blue scatters more than the other colors, so we see mostly blue. It's
Can
like
I
if
Perfectly insane.
point out, can I
Yeah.
point out, we went from educational presentation, monster fucking, educational presentation.
all right,
Pretty normal.
I love science.
it's like if the atmosphere is made of a bunch of disco balls, but they mostly just reflect blue.
I love that.
So let's get something else important out of the way. Now we've gotten through that part. Where is the sky? This diagram here is not to scale. The sky is that little bit there you see. It has to be somewhere in that thin sheet surrounding the Earth. If the Earth were the size of a basketball, the atmosphere would only be about as thick as a sheet of plastic wrap around it. I keep saying words like atmosphere and molecules. The sky is just what's above us, right? Well, sure, but the sky is still above us when we fly up in an airplane, right? So is all the stuff below the airplane part of the sky or not?
Ooh, good question.
There's a list of parts of the sky.
Holy shit.
The
Hell
stuff
yeah.
below the airplane is part of the sky, but there's still a bunch of sky above you. To really get above the sky, you gotta go way higher. There's a thing called the Kármán line, which is the edge of where we define space. It's 100 kilometers, or like 60 miles above the ground. In 2012, Felix Baumgartner, an Austrian skydiver, floated up nowhere near the Kármán line, only 128,000 feet up, and then jumped out in this like pressure suit into the stratosphere. It's even that high, it's like nearly a vacuum. So he got going really fast. On the way up, he saw the sky turn from blue to dark blue and then fade away into black as he rose up and could see the curvature of the Earth. And then he hurtled back down, breaking the sound barrier on the way back down. There's a Nigerian folktale called Why the Sky is Far Away. It tells the story of a time when the sky was so close you could break off a piece and eat it. But after the sky witnessed people taking way more than they needed and wasting it, the sky got dark with storm clouds, and it told everybody to only take what they needed. When we didn't listen, the sky sailed away upward and rested far out, where no one could get it. We had to start planting crops and drinking water from the ground. No. What color would the Nigerians in that story have called the sky, though? If they were speaking Yoruba,
Whoa.
they wouldn't have a specific word for what we call blue until they borrowed blue through contact with foreign languages. In
Carl,
a
this is
study
so
in
hot.
1969, Brent Berlin and Paul Kay argued that words differentiating colors follow a pattern, generally. If a language only has two colors, they're light and dark, or black and white. If a language has a third color, it's almost always red. So the answer to what's black and white and red all over might be everything. In that study, they found that languages usually add words for green and yellow before they add blue. So in Japanese, where the words Midori or green are relatively recent additions, the color of the sky might have been the same color as the traffic light that tells you to go. Not all these words for blue mean sky blue. These are just words for blue. And blåhage is Swedish for blue shark. But no matter what color the sky is, what a word for blue is, no word can describe all the ways it can look, and no single word can replace looking out there and seeing if it's the same as you remember. That's it.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Wait, that's so fucking cool, Carl.
Why am I crying?
The language is really cool.
Yeah.
And then I have a bunch of other slides I didn't use because I made this presentation in like the last 3 hours. There's some Aurora Borealis. That's another way the
Holy
sky
shit, that's
changes
pretty.
color.
Ooh.
This one's just a sunset that I took out of a car window while driving. There's Felix Baumgartner, way high up.
That's crazy.
And then here's just
But
some
he
other uses
survived
of...
doing that too.
Yeah, he had this suit on. It's not exactly a spacesuit because he didn't make it into space, but it acts like a spacesuit. And yeah, like I said, he got going really fast. I think he was the first person to, like, without a vehicle, break the sound barrier.
Oh my
That's
god.
Crazy.
He was just falling through basically nothing.
That must have been fucking nuts.
Nut?
He survived, right?
Nut.
Did he?
Yeah.
Scrambled.
I think he had a
Was he
parachute
injured?
or something. No, he did it on purpose.
That's crazy.
I hate when I accidentally jump from
Goddamn,
space.
yeah.
Yeah, float up attached to a big helium balloon in this specially made capsule in my spacesuit.
Oh darn.
It just got away
damn,
from me.
not
I just didn't
again.
realize how high up I was until I looked down.
Shoot.
There we go. Sometimes
We've
the
all been
sky's
there.
other colors. In this particular one, it's these colors to unnerve the viewer and make it seem like something weird is going on in this town.
Yeah, so
Like
what's going on in
reinforced
Mexico?
form.
Can you talk about that?
In
Whoa.
Mexico, in Breaking Bad, where it's yellow.
Yeah.
What's happening in Seattle, where like Twilight
What's
takes
going
place?
on in Ohio? Mexico in Breaking Bad is yellow because of a thing that's similar to Orientalism, where basically like we wanted, like, filmmakers in America wanted to differentiate this dangerous, unfamiliar place, so they gave it a yellow
Oh.
tint to make it seem like everything is kind of tense and hot and full of energy.
It's the same with modern day war movies.
Yeah.
They're in Afghanistan.
And also propaganda.
And yep, there you go.
Dun 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 dun.
All right.
Same
So,
thing,
Carl,
Carly.
were you saying that the words for blue are usually behind other more primary colors because they can refer to the sky in place of the color?
No, the words for blue just show up later.
We don't know why.
By the way that we make languages. So it's
Huh.
theories that I've heard about that are like we make these colors in terms of like importance to us. So the reason we add red so early is because like if we get hurt, we
Fire?
see that color. We associate it
Oh.
very like
Okay.
closely with important things in life.
No, that's fair. Like, you wouldn't care to point out something that is fairly stable and does not affect your immediate needs, physical needs.
Yeah, and so then we had green right after that, the color of all the stuff around us on the ground, plants and
Yeah, and like before a
trees
storm.
and stuff. Yeah. But green is also very frequently the color of the ocean, and a lot of the time, the blue-green hybrid color word is also the word for the sky color. That's what I've got.
Nice.
Unless there are more questions, I
Yay.
think that's it.
Good job, Carl.
Well done.
I can go next.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get some
yeah.
water real quick.
2-minute break?
Oh, that sounds good.
No. Oh,
2-minute break.
Damn it. Okay.
I think they were saying they're trying not to watch this.
Oh. Oopsies.
I am so close to a cobalt chicken.
Are you guys playing Minecraft right now?
Yeah.
Bitches.
They would never.
I am fucking
Need to-
slamming this presentation right now.
I'm making a Neopets one. I'm almost done.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
God, fuck you, Eric.
What did I do, Connor? I'm not doing anything.
What, do you hate Neopets? You don't want to hear about it?
I loved your Neopets conversation when we had that the other day.
Now I have to reorganize my entire inventory. No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
I'm not sorry.
I need to figure out how to get the hen house to work.
House tour.
Because apparently it picks stuff up for you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Andy.
What's up, Andy?
Cool. I don't think the mic on my headset's working.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to figure that out. Otherwise, I might be not using the headset.
You should sue Big Headset.
I should.
fuck them up.
Should use big headset.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Cool. Maybe I just had to disconnect and reconnect.
That's how Eric troubleshoots.
It's the first thing you should always do.
It's the first thing you should always do.
If you do it 5
Well-
times, it doesn't work, you just give up.
Yeah.
IT 101.
I went to the settings and did the mic check and the settings, and it was popping up. And then I came back to the chat and it wasn't working. And then I went back to the test and it wasn't popping up.
Oh, who's Smosh Pit?
That's Shannon.
Is that Shannon? Okay.
Oh,
I figured.
Mosh Pit.
hell yeah.
Smosh
She was
Pit.
defending me in Audrey's chat.
She was. Well, I don't know. They said at the very beginning, furry behavior. So.
Yes, it is.
Oop.
Speaking
so you
of
knew they were
which,
part of the crowd.
Calling a spade a spade.
let me figure out how to share my screen.
It's a little arrow thingy.
It's at the bottom if you're watching my stream.
Oh, hold on. I've got to edit my privacy settings.
Oh, interesting.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, I have an important note for one of these earlier presentations.
Hmm.
The gas spore was the lower or the upper one in that image. This thing.
Oh.
That's the gas spore.
I
Oh,
know.
that's crazy.
I understand that.
That's
Okay.
That other mushroom was kind of tentacular, though.
Oh my gosh. Maddie. Hi.
E.
Which
Maddie's
Maddie?
here.
What? Where?
No, different Maddie.
Oh.
My
Cass-
sister?
It's Cass's
She
friend,
doesn't need to
Maddie.
know any of this.
Hi, Maddie.
She's really cool.
I was gonna say Maddie's about to learn a lot about you, Audrey.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Cass's is.
Cass had to.
I
Cass-
can't wait.
So here's the thing, we can move on. Cass's Discord had to download an update, so we can move on to the next one if we want to.
Hello, Ed.
Mhm.
We don't want
I'll
to
wait.
wait, you know?
I'll wait.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm down to wait.
I will stand my post.
I'm chilling.
Cool.
Also,
I'm chilling.
Carl, you kind of mentioned this in your slideshow, but did you know Japan is the only country that doesn't use the same green in their stoplights?
Whoa, tell me about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so every globally stoplight
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
in
Uh-oh.
Japan, because
There
the
we go.
color for green is such a new concept that
Holy
they've been
shit.
using blue, and they've just kind of stuck with it.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah, they actually have a
crazy.
bluish tint to them.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It is the green
They're-
blue,
Wait, now.
but
yeah. They're more green now than they used to be because they tried to standardize, but they were still no, we're used to blue, so they didn't completely.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, people aren't
They're
gonna know what this
blue.
means. Like, what if we had the orange light or something?
That's crazy. It is very
Maybe that's a bad example because that's closer to red and yellow, but
Yeah.
Wild.
They also have different colors to denote what type of fuel pumps are.
Hmm.
Did you
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's not as globally standard like the stoplight is, but
That's true, but it's unusually they use orange as different colors. But there's not a
Interesting.
standardization in Japan either.
Huh.
But green is almost always just gas. Usually.
Gas.
Rather
a
than
lot of
diesel.
America, it's diesel. But yeah, even in America,
In Iceland,
the BP station has a green handle for regular gas.
and in Iceland they used green for gas, and I forget what diesel was.
We dye our diesel fuel different colors based on
Mhm.
its use.
Whoa.
So you can't commit fraud by filling your big truck with farm diesel as easily.
That's interesting.
It's because they have different taxes on it.
Yeah. Farm
Can you
diesel
guys
is
see my
exempt.
screen?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself so I don't.
No, no,
no.
it's okay.
No, you should be unmuted for
We're
this.
about to learn how Audrey's a furry.
I'm
Don't
pulling your
announce this to
Twitch
your wife.
stream up on my phone so I can still see you.
Yeah, great. I love this.
All right, guys.
Audrey, go mute yourself.
I'll mute myself.
All right. Are we ready for the Audrey
Mhm.
files? The claims, the evidence, and the tale. Yes, that is a real text message I received from Audrey at one point. Unprompted.
That tracks.
All right. So, over the past couple weeks, I've poured countless hours into this research, guys, all in pursuit of one goal, which is uncovering the truth. Y'all told me everything that you thought, and these rumors were wild, and the evidence was questionable at best, so I needed to get in there and collect it myself.
I'm already crying because I'm laughing.
However, somewhere along the way, my investigation took an unexpected turn. What I found wasn't proof of a secret identity, but it was proof of something much bigger.
Oh gosh.
Something that has been developing for the past year.
Oh.
Are you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
What if this was a surprise proposal? Okay, continue.
Hell yeah, animations.
Edge of my seat.
Audrey's my favorite person in the entire world.
This is cute.
That was the realest stuff, you guys. I know you're asking, Cass, how did you come to this conclusion? So I wanted to share a little bit of my methodology with you guys. I did interviews with close associates.
Oh my god, wait, okay.
This is so cute, I'm gonna cry.
Photos.
Wait, this makes a lot of sense.
I did controlled experiments. That looked like watching movies together and date nights and cooking dinners together. Personal observations of her and her natural habitat. If you look to this little graph over here, that was how I spent my time collecting this evidence to prepare for you guys today. All right, now let's get into some of these key findings here. There were a lot of suspicious behaviors that led to this discovery from me. One of those was she did not freak out when I said I love you after the first time when we made out. I would like to be clear that that is not the lesbian that I am. I did not say I love you, but she heard that and sat on that for a couple days without saying anything. She was just perfectly fine with that.
Holy shit, that is crazy.
I know. And then whenever she brought it up to me, it was in like a fun, silly way, not in a like, hey girl, that freaked me out. Another really important thing for me when looking for somebody that I would consider my favorite person is the people that they have around them. I really value my found family. That's something that's super important to me. And it was very reassuring to know that she also had something very similar, a really fun group of people that are very welcoming.
I'm literally crying.
I've always felt so included, so involved. I love it.
Guys, that's us.
Guys, that's us. That's fucking us.
Say about us? She somehow got me to play multiple video games, and I actually enjoyed myself throughout it.
Yeah.
I am.
Audrey, are you crying?
I'm crying.
I am obsessed with Overcooked, and I think about Ellie Williams every single day of my life because of her.
Yep.
I think this weekend I might have like shed a tear thinking about Ellie to Audrey because I just can't stop thinking about her. And Audrey has never judged me for all my random thrift store finds or my maximalist style. I do remember one time I showed her a Dutch oven that was in the shape of a bell pepper, something I thought that was really fucking cool. And she just smiled and she said, "That's so cute for you." I was like, "What?" And she said that's not something she put in her kitchen, but she'd be excited to have it in our kitchen, and I almost cried.
Sorry.
Let's move on to some of the evidence here. This is Exhibit A, some witness testimonies.
Oh God.
Witness number 1 said that they really enjoyed her. Some of the favorite things about her is that she's down for anything and everything. She makes sure that everyone is included on the fun, and she's a really good scapegoat for some fun bullying. We all love to make her face really red.
That one's not me.
That was not Eric. You can take your guess, though, for somebody else.
It's gotta be Connor then.
It was Connor.
I knew it from
I knew it.
the face red thing.
It's the scapegoat.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
Witness
I
number
don't think
2
I
said
actually
that
said
some of
it.
their favorite things about Audrey is that she has a great sense of humor, and her lack of filters makes for the best giggles of their life. And also the ADD. The ADD is amazing with that one. Any guesses for who that is? That was Eric.
Oh, more.
Witness number 3 said that she has an amazing sense of humor and they can always count on her to make their day. That was our lovely friend Jonna.
Oh, Jonna.
Witness number 4 had a
I was
lot to
blackmailed
say.
into that answer.
Wait, what?
Witness number 4 had a lot to say. I had to condense it, but they said that they love that Audrey's open to new things and hearing other people's perspectives, always goes along with any weird jokes without any judgment, and that she's really playful. I don't think she's here tonight, but that's from
Sunny?
Sunny.
That's Sunny.
That sounds like Sunny.
God, I miss her.
I love edging.
Evidence
Like I
B.
can hear her.
Locations.
Like she's
These
here
are
with
the
us.
different locations where I fell more in love with Audrey. We'll start off with the church parking lot. She knows what that is. The St. Louis Science Center when she met some of my best friends for the first time and played with my nephew, and it was so cute. I almost
love
cried.
it.
And then when she went to her first Pride, it was so cute seeing her there. Also at a Costco. I love her.
Oh, was it that one where it was your child or no?
All of the times, but especially
All
that
of the
time. That gave us a little glimpse of the future, Connor.
You're so welcome.
Hey, a little glimpse.
Her house party that she threw. She was so cute that night and so drunk.
I don't remember it.
Godspeed.
Going to a zoo and the aquarium, I also fell in love with her here. And kind of one of the biggest things is when she was in my living room telling me about D&D for the first time.
Hell yeah.
I had no idea what she was talking about, but she spoke with such excitement, I couldn't help but falling more in love. Now we move on to some of the photographs, this evidence that was collected over the past, at this point, 343 days, including the first photo we ever took together. I think it's here. It was at Halloween last year. Shout out to my friend Maddie that's watching her Twitch stream. She throws the best Halloween party ever. And that's where we took our first photo together.
I remember this.
This was Audrey and I's third date ever. She had never met any of my friends, and she popped out with the wig and the shirt, and she was my brother for the evening. And we
Hell yeah, brother.
We had fun throwing pranks, and she met my friends, and I loved it. And then also I'm going to throw in this year because I'm really proud of our look this year.
So good. I love it.
My minion. It was the minion that fucks Gru. All right. More evidence.
Which one is that? Like Stu or something?
Probably.
It's Kevin. It's Kevin. This was at our Lucy Dacus concert. Little Jonna's in the corner.
Oh, I forgot. I sat on the floor.
You were having a hard time that night, I think, Jonna.
That was a
What?
rift. Yes, I remember that one.
The
Was that
Ducey
when I was
Lacus
crying?
concert.
Yeah, you had some
Juicy Lacus.
stuff problems happening. And I felt
Oh,
bad.
man.
That's okay. We were good.
This was her at Pride. Somehow she managed to
Oh.
find the video games at Pride.
Oh my god.
She's a true gamer.
Yeah, that's
And she
fitting.
was locked the fuck into that game of Mario Kart, I think. I like this picture because I am always laughing with her, and I love
You guys
that.
look so
Also,
good.
you
Yeah,
both
that's a
look
great picture.
beautiful.
Look gorgeous. What the hell?
Stop it. Stop. That was at the wedding.
This is her when she saw a whale shark. Looks so cute. And then this is her with my little sun bun. I love how good she treats Sunshine. It's so sweet. She's so kind to her. And Sunshine loves her so much. Okay, now I know what you guys are thinking. That I need to prove this more. There are some allegations there. You're not quite sure what. This was not the presentation you signed up for, and I understand that.
It's not.
You're thinking, Cash, she probably bribed you with cuddles to say all this. And yeah, I accepted those, but I'm able to compartmentalize. So that did not influence any of these results. Cass, are you sure that this isn't a cover-up for the whole furry thing? I did investigate, and upon investigation, the only tail in question was her cat's. Probably.
Have you
There's
ever
so
watched
much.
her play Fortnite? Like, come on.
Hey. This is her presentation. Let her continue.
And then I bet you're thinking this. There's emotions involved. You're a compromised detective. No, I am not.
Right. Oh.
I might have
I
fallen
see.
for the subject really early on in this process, but the love That's the data here today. All right. So the final verdict with this, I really do think that the evidence speaks for itself. All of the laughter that we've had together, the late night talks, the adventures, the comfort and the love, all really do play into why I think she's my favorite person. This case started as curiosity, but it ended with gratitude for her and the past year that we've had together. The case is closed, and my heart has been stolen, but that's okay. Happy anniversary, baby.
Aww.
I love you more.
Whoa.
Adorable.
This presentation was kind of gay.
Oh my
Very
gay.
Hey, so we're getting the U-Haul this weekend, right? Like, we're renting
Yeah. It was so sweet.
No.
That's the cutest thing ever.
So sweet.
Look at love.
Oh.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Maddie, for the follow.
Women in love are the cutest things.
Audrey, your girlfriend did something sweet.
I know.
Stop looking at the Twitch stream for a second.
I started crying. It was so sweet. Anyway.
Okay, Audrey, no, or not. Cass, where's the real presentation? Where's the furry one? Come on, give me.
I
These are
thought
the
it
furry
would be the last slide.
I do have evidence collected. Lots of TikToks that she sent me over the past.
Correct.
Commission someone to draw her persona.
The leopard
Oh my
named
gosh.
Roxy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roxy.
I don't even remember sending that. I must have been drunk or something.
Sure.
I bet you were
or something.
100% sober.
Oh.
You were off.
I bet you were just like middle of your workday, like, oh man, I gotta get this off my chest.
/ confessions.
I almost spit on my water.
Yeah, she sent that message to me on November 2nd last year.
So we were newly. Oh my gosh.
You had
We
just
weren't even
started
official
dating.
yet.
Yeah, we weren't.
That's crazy work, Audrey.
Oh my gosh. Hey, oh. Anyway, who's next? That was beautiful.
Moving on.
I'll be ready after one more.
Okay.
I can go.
Jonna!
It's gonna be tragic after.
Oh yeah, you're doing the murder one?
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Let's do
I
it.
love the whiplash that's happening here. Please continue.
We're flying around.
Let's see.
I can do the Neopets one after that.
Oh,
It's really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Wait,
mine
and yours,
too.
because yours is a fucking banger.
Oh,
Okay, as long as I'm not last.
let me know when you're ready, guys.
Murder.
Oh,
Okay. I was gonna do actual like research into this, but then I didn't. So,
of course. Yeah.
most of this is just based off what I remember from this case, and then like a little bit of reading. So, this is the case of Lila Welsh and others. Maybe. This happened in Kansas City. So, this girl, she was 24 when she was murdered. She was the youngest child, and she had recently moved back home after breaking off her engagement. The night of her death, she had went on a date, and she'd come home around 1 a.m. and she asked her mom to wake her up at 9 so she could get up and go to church because she like taught Sunday school or whatever. At 9, when her mom went to open the door, it was very difficult to open. She finally pushed it open, and found that there was a chair propped up against the door. She also noticed that the windows, like all the window in her room had been open. Despite it being March and like really, really cold in the morning. So her mom went over and closed the window, and she saw that like Layla's like sheets were pulled over her head, and she pulled down the like she was trying to wake her up. She wasn't doing anything, so she pulled down the sheets, and that's when she found that she had been brutally murdered.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, trigger warning for the next part. It gets a little gruesome, guys. Okay? So she this is important for what we're going to talk about later. Her throat had been slashed like from ear to ear. She was like almost entirely beheaded. Her skull had been smashed in. There was no sign of like burglary or sexual assault. There was a piece of flesh that was cut out of her butt in the shape of like a horseshoe. Eventually it was found, that piece of flesh was found in her backyard. What? In the bedroom they found a hammer that was covered in blood. There were lots of bloody footprints, and a butcher knife was found outside the window too, with some gloves. So that's the scene. I want to present you with an eerily similar case. Is anybody familiar with the Black Dahlia case?
Yeah.
No.
Holy
I've
fuck.
heard of it,
but I
So
can't say that I
crazy.
know.
Yeah, so she was murdered in 1947. There's like a famous like picture that I'm not putting in here of her crime scene, where she was like found in a ditch by like a mom and her daughter had found her, and for a while she was unidentified, but they eventually identified her as Elizabeth Short, who was an aspiring actress, but she had kind of gotten in with like some weird crowds and like had a lot of interesting things going on in her life. But she was found in a very similar manner to Lila Welsh. But she was cut in half at the waist. She was slashed from ear to ear, almost beheaded.
Christ.
She had cuts all over her body, and she also had a portion of her, or several portions of flesh removed, and had a similar ligature mark to the flesh that had been removed from like Lila's butt. She had a very similar cut in a like similar area. So very, very interesting alignments here. Now, one of these happened in California, and one of these happened in Kansas City. And the dates are about 6 years apart. So we're gonna get into the suspects. This is a very short, because I know it's sad, but I'm making this a very short presentation. The first suspect is Carl Balsinger.
Slinger.
His name was found in Elizabeth Short's address book. And he said that he had sold her some things on December 6th of 1946, so just like within the month before her death. And he said that he had dropped her off at a bus depot and had bought her a hotel room. At a date very, very close to when her body was found. He is from Kansas City. So he was in California stationed with the military. So that's why he was there at the time of Elizabeth Short's death. But he was in Kansas City at the time of the murder of Lila Welsh. And he had went to school with her at the University of Missouri, Kansas City. So it's very interesting because they knew each other. It's also to be noted that the women looked very similar. Similar age when they passed away or when they were murdered. So yeah, and I kind of cut it short because I wasn't researching too hard. The second suspect is George Welsh Jr. This is Lila's older brother. He was kind of in a sketchy financial predicament, and he often borrowed money from Layla. He had like some weird sketchy things going on with like a local bar and some checks, and like he was in a rough spot. The reasons that he is a suspect in Layla's murder is because his room was really, really close to Layla's, and so it was kind of suspicious he didn't hear anything or say anything. He got up really early in the morning and left, kind of in a hurry. And they had found his fingerprints outside of her windowsill that was open. He said that was because he would like smoke cigarettes out of her window often, to keep the smoke outside. So he said that his hands would probably be on there. He was actually tried for the murder, but because this was the time of like Kansas City like switching their police station to being state sanctioned and not, like mob ran. So there were a lot of competing departments like trying to solve this case. And so because everybody was fighting with different parts of evidence and not working together, this kind of all just failed in court and crumbled. He passed several lie detector tests and eventually was acquitted. So he never went to prison for this. Eventually, he was in LA at the time of Elizabeth Short's murder. Again, I ran out of time and didn't research too hard on all the details on his connection to Elizabeth Short's murder, but he was an official suspect in her case, and Carl Balsiger was also a suspect in both cases. So that's kind of the information about this case that is really, really interesting. The connections between the two. That's really all that there is that I have. But I thought it was a very suspicious case.
That is so weird.
That is weird.
Anyway, short and sweet. Well, not sweet, but
That's cool.
now you get to decide what happened.
He did it. I think that ball singer did it.
Ballsacker?
Ballsinger.
Unfortunate nickname. Not
Mm,
nickname.
no sex.
I just think it's so weird that how two different people were connected in two different cases so far away from each
And
other.
the Black Dahlia is like a big case. Like that's a
Yeah.
really well known.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's all.
Who's next?
Good job.
Yay, Jonna.
I can go next.
Thanks for listening to my true crime.
True crime podcast.
All right, I made this within the last hour. So.
Let's
go.
Oh yeah,
Better than
brother.
mine.
All right, who here has played Neopets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dabbled.
So I played Neopets when I was a kid all the time. And then I ended up coming back to it probably around, I think, 2022. And became obsessed with it once again. So this is Neopets lore. What is Neopets? Started in 1999 by Adam Powell and Donna Williams, who were some British undergrad students. It's a virtual pet browser game, and it has it used to have a bunch of Flash games that you could play for Neopoints, which is the in-game currency.
Oh my gosh, I loved Neopets.
There's also Neocash NC, which is real money that you can give them and buy clothes and stuff with. TNT, who I'll be referring to, is the Neopets team, and they're the people that run the website. Pet, you can have a pet on your account, and that pet can have a pet, and that pet can have a pet.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Let's go.
We'll get to that. So, and also all the pages on Neopets that you have control over, you can code using CSS and HTML. So
Hell
you use
yeah.
your lookup, your pet's lookup, your pet's homepage, which is like basically just its own website hosted on your pet's name.
That's so funny.
Who has owned Neopets?
What?
No way.
So once Adam and Donna, these two undergrad students, make Neopets, and then they're like, "Well, this costs a fuck ton to host this website. We need to get an investor." And the investor they got unknowingly was a Scientologist.
Crazy.
And they sold the majority share of Neopets to this person.
That's insane.
And then that person then was making all decisions through the Scientologist organizational board.
What?
For Neopets. So at one point, for a substantial amount of time, Neopets was controlled by Scientology.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. That is crazy.
Like what years?
I can't remember the years. It would have been early 2000s.
So like probably when I was playing Neopets. That's crazy.
Most people were probably playing Neopets when after this because this person sold. They all sold, Adam, Donna, and this other third party / Scientology sold Neopets to Viacom, which was Nickelodeon, and then Nickelodeon was like really advertising Neopets all the time, and that's when most people played it, was when Nickelodeon owned it. So I don't think it's published how much Adam and Donna sold the majority share for, but I'm pretty sure they sold it for nothing, and that they unfortunately don't have a lot of money from Neopets, which we'll get to in a minute. But then Scientology sold to Viacom, and then Jumpstart, and then NetDragon, and then NetDragon fucked it up so bad that one of the people on NetDragon bought it for like I think $2 million. And so now they say that TNT, the Neopets team, is like independent and that it owns Neopets, which is sort of true, but it's also not a good thing because the person who bought it sucks. Adam Powell, the creator of Neopets, in 2023 went on the Neopets Discord
Oh my god.
to promote his new crypto metaverse
No.
called Dragons, which everyone was of course joking out the name Dragons and Dragons D's nuts and all that, and roasting him on Discord.
That's rough.
And he posted a picture to the Discord of him flipping everyone off. And he said, "I hope you live forever in poverty."
An icon.
And he said, "I'm going to buy Neopets. That's not an issue, and I'll make it horrible." And he also said, I fucking hate Neopets. Wish I never made it."
This is incredible.
The reaction
Who
to
owns-
everything.
Who owns
Fucking
Neopets
wild.
now? I can't remember. I don't know this guy's last name, but his name's Dom. He's a crypto bro, and he tried to convert all Neopets on the site to NFTs.
Oh my
God damn.
And everyone freaked the fuck out. There were
Good.
There were riots on Neopets on the boards. He also tried to make a Neopets metaverse,
God damn it.
which also failed. And he's transphobic. Super
Ew.
unfortunate.
Disgusting.
Oh, we
All
love
right.
nuts.
Now let's take an intermission to embarrass myself and show you
Oh, thank
my
fuck.
Let's go.
Yeah.
and my pets.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. So like I said, CSS and HTML rule Neopets.
Whoa.
And I have made this. This is my
That is so
user
fucking
lookup.
Oh my god.
And these are my pets. I also sell user lookups to people that want them.
Armpit.
Fucking
Hell
dead.
yeah.
Yes, so we'll get to more of this and what I do on Neopets
I like
and how I
hollering.
play. Thank you. But all Neopets names are one of one. They're all unique. You cannot have to
okay.
the same names. So what I used to do on Neopets all the time was pet trading, because there's like you have like Neopets clout if you have better names. That's
That makes
like
sense. Yeah.
that's like the big thing. So having a real word is really cool. So I have armpit, bullet, and these two are real words, but these are names of pets in the game, which is kind of cool. And uranium, shout out Carl, the
Shout out uranium.
nuclear engineer. You're also I'm
Yes,
gonna
my
complain a
bro.
lot. I'm gonna complain a lot about Neopets. One of the things is it's so incredibly slow. You can see these are still open. I loaded these 10 minutes ago. But these are some of my drawings and my Neo friends' drawings that have drawn my pets.
Oh my god,
That's so cool.
adorable.
I have awards for drawing this pet.
Wow. Armpit roams Tyrania with his best
Yeah.
friend Skin Tag.
Yeah,
Skin
this is
tag.
I
my.
love
It's
that.
They become blood
crazy.
attached.
That's his pet and pet.
It's
Yep.
Peace
Yeah, but that's the kind of pet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
Who
I
is
see,
that
I
little
see.
sock?
and that's the name I've given the. Here's the Hollerin.
Oh fuck yeah.
Another. It's the gifts
I
that
can
are
tell
like.
he's a crown jewel.
Yeah. This was drawn by one of my best Neo friends. This is the pet trading board, formerly called the Pound Chat. We'll come back to that. This is one of the rarest pets on the website. I only know of like one other one, and they were only available for one day to be attached.
Oh my god.
And that day was also like, let's see, I have it here. Year 6, so that would have been 2008,
Whoa.
I think. Yeah, here's more. This
Oh,
guy has
that's
a little hot
adorable.
dog. This is my page where I post the pets I'm trading and trying to trade up to better pets. All the information just posted on one of my
Oh, that's
pets
awesome.
websites. Here's all the like lookups I've made for people
Whoa, okay.
and like sold people. But we'll get back to that. Oh, here's my gallery, which I did win the gallery spotlight with, which is it's like it's all stinky things that have little stink lines on them.
Nice. A perfectly curated collection.
Yep. All right. Back to this. So let's talk about the conversion. In 2007, Neopets converted all pet art styles so that pets were standard shapes, so they could sell clothes with Neocash and make money. So they took this beautiful like art style and then made them all fugly. So some
Yeah,
so
that's quite
some
the downgrade.
yeah, so they had all this pretty art, and then they didn't. But some of them were allowed to not be forcefully converted. We're giving the option to stay unconverted. And these pets became like what people were really after and traded all the time on the pet trading board. So pet trading, like I said, all Neopet names are unique. The PC is what everyone calls it. It's the Pound Chat. They recently changed it to the pet trading board for some reason, like a year ago, but it's been the PC the whole time since 1999. So that's what it calls it. There's real word pets, real name pets, 4-letter pets, 3-letter pets, unconverted pets, year 1, year 2 pets that were created in the first years of Neopet. And then there's also these user-hosted pet trading games called like Half and Half, where you you list 2 pets, and if people bid on both pets, you have to trade one of them with one of the bids. Spicy, a half and half, no pass, where you just list a pet and you have to trade it regardless. Pet auction house, pet. It's just like all these different pet trading games that are basically gambling. So let's go look at the PC and the old UC trade tiers. There we go. This is the pet trading board where I used to spend all my Neopets time. So it's like the really old boards. It used to be that this full page at all hours of the day, the full page, the last post on the first page would be 1 minute ago.
Oh my god.
Now it's like
whoa, that's
really
so nuts.
slow compared to even just like a few years ago. But yeah, they're all using the weird language I was talking about, the real words, real names. UC.
Oh, yeah?
P2 means pet, so there are unconverted
I know 2
pets,
words there.
which I do have some. But pet auction house, Priya
Can we
Permi.
see your most prized pet?
Honestly, probably this one with like the crazy pet.
Yeah,
that,
of course. That makes
like,
sense.
literally no one has. But other people looking at my account probably wouldn't think that that's that interesting because people don't care as much about that. But they would probably think that the I don't know where it is, but the pet with the pet name. It's like the favorite pet on like the site. So they probably think that one's the best. The logs, where did that go? Here we go. This is what everyone used to use before the second conversion, which we'll talk about in a second. But this is what there were different tiers of UC pets that people would trade for, and it made trading really easy because you'd be like, oh well, I'm gonna trade a really well named tier 3 for a bad named tier 4, and that's how you'd like climb the ladder and like get better and better pets. Why is Neopets fucked now? They forced every single UC to convert in a second conversion recently. So the UC art still exists, but now it is a Neocache token that's equipped in Closet. So everyone that had a UC pet was just given one of these tokens instead, and there's no way to tell now pets that were unconverted, which is kind of sad. There's no tier system anymore to like trade up pets for like a good name, for like a real word or real name. Post conversion 2.0, the pound chat board is really slow, so there aren't a ton of trades being made, and like all the really big traders that had like accounts full of really cool pets that they were trading all the time quit.
Do you think that's because of the conversion?
Yeah, it definitely is, because there's just like there's no way to trade up anymore, and there's just way less pets to trade.
Okay, yeah.
So, everyone was also kind of holding out because TNT's been promising for like a year and a half that a purge was going to come where they would delete old accounts that hadn't been accessed in over 10 years and also delete all the names off of the accounts so that they could be creatable again. And recently they said, fuck that, we're not doing it anymore. We want to prioritize people coming back to these old abandoned accounts. And not refresh the names, which I think is kind of dumb because a lot of the people that come back don't come back for like a very long time and therefore don't spend much money on the site, and it's the people that have been there for like years and years trading pets that are the ones that are also like customizing pets, and so therefore spending money to customize pets. And then because they announced the purge, tons of people hacked into all these old accounts to prevent the names from being purged and to steal them and sell them on the black market.
Shit, dude.
The
Why is
Neopet
Neopets fucked now continues?
Damn!
They're prioritizing dumping money into like these stupid mobile apps that no one cares about. Most of the games don't work anymore because Flash is no longer. Half the site is converted to both desktop and mobile, and half the site is unconverted to desktop only.
Holy shit.
The site is written in a code that doesn't exist anymore, so they can't hire people to fix the website because no one understands the code. They're prioritizing Neocash gambling capsules, which also they almost got in trouble with because they weren't publishing the drop rates of the capsules, which is a law that you're supposed to follow for online gambling, which
Supposed to
is
follow every law.
they recently fired like pretty much all U.S. artists and code writers, and they've started freezing users for unknowingly trading stolen pets. So the site security is really bad, which leads me to tell you about. It's fucked now because they had the biggest data leak in internet history, and it is literally in cybersecurity textbooks. In 2022, 69 million account passwords and emails were leaked because they were stored in plain text with without two-factor authentication. Because of the leaked accounts are still being accessed by random people, and TNT will frequently change account emails if hackers ask nicely. If you ask pretty please to TNT, they will give you anyone's account. Because there's no way to tell who is actually trying to get in these accounts because of what happened.
That makes sense. Holy
In
shit.
conclusion, don't play Neopets unless you like pain and suffering. Unfortunately, half the site has bugs, and it'll probably never get better. If I win the lottery, there will be signs me buying Neopets and fixing it.
That would be so fun.
Guys, we need to fund Keegan buying Neopets.
I love that.
Imagine running Neopets.
You're gonna be a tycoon.
That's all.
Does anyone want to go
Yay.
next?
Start the
I can go.
GoFundMe.
Alright, Queens,
Hit
I'm
it,
gonna
Pess.
go. It wants to stream Enshrouded. Hang on.
I mean, I'll watch Enshrouded. Shit.
It's not what we're here for. Shit. Hang on, she will not close. Okay, there we go. She's thinking. Okay. All right. Today, today I'm going to be talking about rules and rituals. What I learned from my time on the inside, okay?
Oh, what?
I would like to say I went undercover, but I actually just got tricked. But you know, I came out of it on the other side, and so now I'm going to share all the messiness with you guys.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh. God.
I need to send this to my sister.
Yeah.
Greek life is unfortunately a cult. It meets the most definitions of a cult. Kind of like the military, we all know it, like it's a cult, and we just kind of rock along. My condolences if you've ever been in Greek life, if you recognize any of these letters, if you've been victimized by a Greek lifer. Yikes, I'm sorry.
All of the above?
It's a problem.
Yes.
Okay, so whoa, hang on. Surely that's like a huge, broad brush to paint with, and surely I'm overreacting, right? No, I'm absolutely not. And okay, here's why. Have you ever heard of the bite model? This is, it's one of the easiest ways to tell if there's authoritarian control either in place or trying to be in place. It's one of the the very first things people look at when they're trying to determine if something is a cult, right? So BITE stands for behavioral control, informational control, thought control, and emotional control. So if you can control those 4 things, and you can get people to buy into those 4 things, you can put them in a cage of, smoke and mirrors and their own making. So unfortunately, sororities fit the BITE model very well, and we'll go into each bit in detail. Sororities, short for sororities, and also anytime I say sorority, you can just go ahead and put fraternity in there too. I've heard plenty of stories. So for behavioral control, a clear example is the many, many bylaws and the standards committee. Yikes. That's like the super scary, like you don't want to be called before standards. Because they are your judge, jury, and executioners, and it happens, we'll talk more about it later. For information control, you see this really heavily around recruitment time. There are layers upon layers upon layers of secrets that only get revealed a little at a time. And hang on, I have to burp. All right. And then PR. They really do a good job with PR. Holy shit. For thought control, we've got weekly chapter meetings. We've got really heavy virtue signaling. And they make you part of the message. So that actually really helps with thought control. And for emotional control, we'll talk a little bit about rituals, kind of like how churches have found ways to create things like collective effervescence or feelings of solemnity. And then again, there's a lot of signaling, aka you're trying to convey something without actually doing it or having it or being it. Okay, so we'll get into it a little more. So when we're talking about behavioral control, first things first, the very easy thing, there are a shit ton of rules, okay? So on your social media, booze, politics, recruitment, anything controversial, literally at all controversial, you can't have that shit on there. In fact, a common tactic that sororities do, that mine did as well, is that they will choose one of the founders' names and they will make an account using that founder's name, and they will tell you what those account ats are, and you will be required to allow those accounts to follow you on all your social media platforms. And if they like something, so Maud was the one that they would do, Maud something something. So if Maud liked my Instagram post, that means I had to take it down. So it was a secret, subtle way of policing people, and it can be done very quickly. So if they see an X on your hand and and they think it means that you're promoting alcohol and going to the bar, Maud might like that, and then you have to take it down. Do you get to appeal? No, you don't. It's just whatever bitch is in charge of social media gets to decide what she thinks is controversial, what she thinks the line is. I'm talking, you can't have a red Solo cup in your hand. You can't have a non-alcoholic beer in your hand as long as it's in a beer can, because the image is more important than the action. Yeah, I could go on and on.
Why?
But
This is fucked. This is already fucked.
this is so much. Just wait. Okay, I'll try to be quick. Okay, attendance. It doesn't seem that big of a deal, but there are so many fucking events. There's a weekly chapter that you go to, and that's mandatory. There are lots of rituals. You would be surprised how many rituals. We'll talk about that a little later. Those are super ultra required. In fact, there are severe financial penalties for missing, especially rituals.
Financial?
Financial, hundreds to thousands of dollars.
I wish
you
a
can be
bitch
fined
would.
per hour, per day, and you can be fined for dressing improperly if you can't fix it in time.
It's insane.
You are required to participate in the volunteering. When you're in a sorority, you don't volunteer, you're voluntold. It's only like twice a semester or twice a year. Some of them are do more and it's 4 times a year, right? But it's still not very much, but you're required to do it. They will tell you what you're required to do, so you don't get to choose. and the whole house shows up for those times. You have to be on time. There are fees for being late. You might be assigned mandatory pre-work or post-work, like setting up, tearing down, making materials. All of that is seen as a great honor. And then presentation, another really contentious subject. So there are so many rules about letters, meaning like on the slide before. So these are quote letters. So I was in Zeta Tau Alpha, so ZTA. If I have ZTA on my shirt, I may not drink, I may not act weird or inappropriate or loud or drunk or high. I need to be dressed nicely. Trying to think of some other things. Essentially, you need to be perfect when you're wearing your letters because you're representing our sorority. If you think letters, if you think there's some being sensitive around letters, just wait until you earn the right to have a crest on your shit. You had better be at the top of your motherfucking game if you're wearing your badge or you have a crest on something. That shit is locked down tight. An overall image, this is a little known secret that you don't learn until you are in your second year at a sorority, but image is literally everything. When you are a quote PNM, potential new member, they will stalk all of your social media, even your family's social media, to try to see past what people present on the outside on social media. They'll try to see if you're weird, if you look like you have good grades, if you look like you can pay to be in the sorority. And yes, that's an actual thing that people would bring up. It's like, oh, it doesn't look like she would afford to be here. Ew. Anyway, so holy shit, those are a lot of super nasty rules, super restrictive. We talked about big financial penalties if you step out of line, so it's very serious. And then there's a thing called a standards committee. So if someone alleges that you broke any of these numerous rules, or just that you're not presenting a good image, and you're not representing your sisters in your house correctly, they can call you before standards, and it's just a bunch of older, in this case, Zetas, and it's you and a council of like 5 people, and they will read out the rules you supposedly violated, they'll read out the complaint, and then they'll give you your sentencing, and you can say you're so sorry and try to get it lessened. So here is some evidence from a Zeta handbook. So this is them teaching the new members and initiates how to hold our sisters accountable. So you can charge someone with violating Constitution, bylaws, or policies. You can report people for not cooperating in the best interest of the fraternity. You can report people for conduct and purportance. And you can report people for failing to fulfill their duties. So being late, not showing up, not being helpful, whatever. So again, late, alcohol, causing a disturbance. If you gotta help you if you embarrass your sisters. And if someone notices you and they know, your sisters know that you have embarrassed them, you're in deep fucking shit. All right, so on to I, out of our BITE model, information control. So this is a little scary, and this is the part that you don't realize how deep it goes until you come back for your second year and you're on the other side of recruitment. This is what really freaked me out. So when you look back at it, they are purposely withholding information at every stage. You know very little as a recruit. As a new member, you learn a little more. As an initiate, you learn a little more. As a returning sister that year 2, you learn a lot more. And if you get to a leadership position, you see all of the ugly behind the scene. The second point is a little crazy, but it is very true. Every sister swears on pain of death in the Zeta fraternity with a knife or some other sharp thing like an anathema pointed into your forehead. It is part of the initiation ceremony.
Tessa, are they gonna kill you for this?
No, but you know.
Protection.
You didn't even talk about like the
I know,
before.
the initiation itself.
Yeah.
Yes, I was blindfolded. A knife was pressed to my head. And I was told to recite these things while I was kneeling on the ground on a little pillow,
What the
while
fuck?
someone's hands were behind me. Earlier that day, they had blacked out the windows in the house, turned off all the lights, lit a couple candles. They had made all of the soon-to-be initiates come to the house. We were told to wear our, quote, whites, and that means no makeup, cover all tattoos, because purity cultures, whatever, but be clean, be white, be pretty.
That's crazy.
Gross.
Tessa, they're gonna fucking kill you. They're gonna send a. You're gonna get Pinkerton. Like, what the fuck?
Message us all tomorrow, please, and make sure that you're okay. Should I stop stream? I can.
You show up
We
in
know
your
Alex
whites.
ain't gonna protect you.
You wear your whites for every ritual. You show up in your whites, and they don't tell you it's time to get naked. When it's your turn, they put all of the new initiates in a room, and then one by one, they pull someone out, and they pull someone out. And you're just waiting there, sitting there in a quiet room in a quiet house. And you're escorted every step of the way. So I get pulled out of the room. It's finally my turn. They take me to a room. Well, first they blindfold me. They take me to a room. Then I get there, and there are two people I don't know and someone who would later become my big, someone I knew and had some rapport with. They then tell me that my ritual whites are not pure enough. I've got to strip and put on this like white gown that they have.
What?
This is
And I
Mormonism.
do because I'm not going to make a fuss, and I'm already there. And the person that you have rapport with, their entire job is to be like, it's okay, I know this is scary, but I did it, and you know me, I wouldn't do bullshit, so it's gonna be okay.
Oh my god.
No.
So they get you into this white robe, they saw, all your bits. You're naked as the day you were born with a little sheet on you, and they tie your hands together, and they blindfold you. And they don't consider any of this hazing, by the way. This is an initiation ritual.
Oh my god.
And it's done with great solemnity. Then they take you, you're blindfolded, tied up and dressed in your new dress. They take you around the house and turn you and walk you until you lose your sense of direction. And then they bring you into the ceremony room. And I'll cut out some of the details. There's a secret knock. There's a secret phrase. I'll show you or tell you whenever you want. But then they start doing, you have to be presented. Someone has to speak for you in the ceremony and say, I present this person to be initiated, yada, yada, yada. And then you take this big, long pledge, and part of it is they explain, and you're blindfolded this whole time, on your knees this whole time. It's a long time. And that is when you swear to not divulge any secrets with something sharp pointed into your head. You swear a couple other things. God is mentioned once or twice, and it's made to feel special. And although that sounds really weird to say after the fact, there's something to be said about having 30 people in the room. Once you get to be unblindfolded. Once you've done all your swearing, you get to be unblindfolded and see everyone else is also in their ritual whites. They didn't have to get naked, but you did. But there is a bit of collective effervescence to it. They try to make it very secret. They're telling you all of this special secret knowledge. You are one of us now, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, and then because they know that's some fuck-ass shit, immediately after the ceremony, the people who are trying to vie to be your, quote, big sister, aka your mentor, will take you out for ice cream immediately and like shift it to be fun and flirty, again. Try to control the mood.
Tessa, this is fucked. This is just Mormonism with what the fuck?
Actually, yeah. I thought you guys would enjoy.
Goodness.
They
I
also
did
surveil
know.
your social media, but we already talked about that.
I knew girls at Mizzou who, like, if they didn't get a bid on bid day, it destroyed their life.
Oh,
because
yes.
they were, like,
They're
surprised
PR
or
champions.
Ugh.
Like, they sell you sisterhood. Now, this is an older picture, but I'll tell you this is very similar to what happens today. There's a couple people who lead the ceremony, and they have some sort of special regalia, capes, dresses, whatever. They may wear crowns. They may have like a symbol of their office. Your sisters are all silently lining the walls watching this happen. and you are led with someone on your shoulders the entire time because you are not yet a full sister, so you're being led the whole time. And there's some other rituals we do. Zeta was one of the most formal and ritualistic sororities on our campus, and a lot of fraternities didn't get quite to that level of ritual, but Kappa Alpha also did that. So there was even a ritual that we did cross sorority and fraternity that was like a candlelit vigil type of ritual. But there's a couple different rituals you'll do every year. Okay, and thought control, a big one. First off, obviously, we talked about this earlier, self and peer policing. Again, you're encouraged to self-report to your elders, or to anyone in authority over you, your big, your grand big, your great grand big, any of the leaders, because you'll get a shorter sentence, and God help you if you're in front of standards and it's not because you voluntold yourself. And of course, they got to keep up a lot of indoctrination and encouragement in order to, they're going to keep you so busy that you can't really think about how wild this is. So you go to chapter every single week, or you get fined if you miss more than like 2 chapters a year, and you recite the creed. Every single week, you start this fucking meeting by reciting the creed. 1 second. Here we go. I've got the general manual pulled up, the creed. Okay, let's get back to the show here.
Are you gonna get murked for telling us all this?
No.
That's
no,
what I'm
not the
saying.
murders.
She's gonna get murdered.
All right, watch how fast I can read this creed. You ready?
She would
To
have.
realize that within our grasp in Zeta Tau Alpha lies the opportunity to learn those things which will ever enrich and ennoble our lives, to be true to ourselves and to those within and without our circle, to think in terms of all mankind and our service in the world, to be steadfast, strong, and clean of heart and mind, remembering that since the thought is the father of the deed, only that which we have manifested in our experience should be entertained in thought, to find satisfaction in being rather than seeming, thus strengthening us in the higher qualities of the spirit, to prepare for service and learn the nobility of serving, thereby earning the right to be served, to seek understanding that we may gain true wisdom, to look for the good in everyone, to see beauty with its enriching influence, to be humble in success and without bitterness and defeat, to have the welfare and harmony of the fraternity at heart, striving ever to make our lives a symphony of high ideals, devotion to the right, the good, the true, without a discordant note, remembering always the foundation precept of Zeta Tau Alpha was love, the greatest of all things.
John 3:16.
Period.
That was a string of white supremacy bullshit. What do you mean?
Absolutely.
That was more Mormon
Dog
than
whistle after
anything
dog
else so
whistle.
far.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That was a pretty Aryan fucking
Impressive, though.
recitation.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Okay, so you're saying that every week. You're also seeing, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 girls, and that's at a small chapter at a small university. You're seeing so many people doing all this fuck-ass shit right beside you, and so it makes it feel normal. And during this thing like chapter, you'll discuss, you know, here are the upcoming events, here's the people who are in trouble, here's the people who did good. And then there's always more messaging, right? They're God tier PR people. And I think the most important way that they get you to control your own thoughts is by soliciting you to do extreme signaling like they do. So you join because you hear them talk about philanthropy and different values. For Zeta Tau Alpha, I think it was like strong, leading women, nobility, love, things like that. So they all sound really great. And they're constantly using them and pushing them, and it's like customer, sales rep type energy. And then you join, and it's think of your sisters, think of the house, think of our chapter, may your link never be broken, we're best friends. And you are running so hard trying to keep up with the weekly chapter, the volunteering events, helping out your friend who has a position, or going on a bunch of friend dates because girls like to fight over who's going to be who's big and little and yada yada, whatever the fuck. So it's kind of like the keeping up with the Joneses thing. Like, you just keep trying to be perfect because you're told, hey, we accepted you as one of us because we think you're perfect. We think you fit our standard and we look really cool, right? So don't disappoint us. And then also, you can never, ever speak ill of a sister. You can talk shit inside the house, but you don't ever talk shit to an outsider. It's very insular like that. You can get in a lot of trouble. This is from page 48 of the Zeta Tau Alpha General Manual. The General Manual is about 65 pages. So some things that you can't have in your digital media policy, and this is the nationwide set of rules. Each chapter can add things to this, they just can't remove them. So nothing obscene, nothing pornographic. What they don't say but is implied there is no thirst traps. You need to be very wholesome. Nothing that anyone could construe as offensive. You can't disparage or imply anything rude or bad about any colleges, any alumna of Greek life, anything around your specific fraternity or sorority or any of them in general. You cannot do endorsements unless you get them pre-cleared because they're worried that your endorsements may reflect on your house. And obviously, absolutely no drug, alcohol, hazing, anything paraphernalia. They are so fucking crazy about that. They better not see a red Solo cup in the hand of someone 3 rows in the back of your picture. That shit is gone. Oh.
I just love the word ordinary sensibilities there because that's such an ambiguous word.
Some girl volunteers to be some position and she gets to decide that single-handedly. And she's also on there. She's almost always one of the people on the standards committee. So if you disagree with her, it doesn't matter because she's part of your judge, jury, and execution team.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, last part of the BITE model, emotional control. So we talked a little bit about this again because it's all kind of intertwined. It's like the perfect house of straws. So again, it's this message that you're part of the chosen few. You have an allegiance. There are classes within a house. So it's seniors, juniors, sophomores, whatever. It's the year that you pledged or became a member. And you'll have some sort of Greek letter symbol. It's like 2 Greek letters. I don't remember what ours was, but it's like, oh, I'm the Alpha Beta class of Zeta Tau Alpha, this chapter number. So there's a lot of nesting layers of alliances. So your class, so those are your peers. Then you need to be like ride or die for your house. Houses have alliances, so Zeta Tau Alpha was very closely aligned with Kappa Alpha, which is a fraternity, and they were also closely aligned with, what was it? Sig Nu was across the street, and so you literally will get in trouble if you don't go to a couple of their events over the year. It's nowhere in the rules, but they want you to do it because it's part of your purportment or your image. So if you don't go do things with the houses that you have an unspoken alliance with, you're going to be accused of not being supportive and not putting forth a good social positive image. You also have to have excellent grades, so you need to do it all and never break a sweat. And then, of course, Greek lifers all stick together, so you can talk shit on houses, but if a GDI, a goddamn independent GDI, if a GDI talks shit on Greek, then you have to, toe the line and defend them. We talked about this before. You literally have to present a perfect front. And you'd think if you just gained 40 best friends that you'd get support from them, but no, because those are the people who are going to report you if you don't appear perfect. So you actually can't go to them for help or show them your real self. And then also we talked about this as well, insane levels of guilt. Do it for your sisters. If that doesn't work, do it for the house. If that doesn't work, do it for the sorority and the sisterhood in general and the nation of women who are on your side and the values that we stand for. And if nothing else, do it for our charity. We're so noble. I think the Zeta Tau Alpha charity was Think Pink, so they can hide behind that as well. And then something that I think maybe GDIs aren't aware of is there's a huge sunk cost fallacy and gift bombing happening at the same time. So when you're excited to pledge and run and try to be in a sorority, you have no idea of the costs. You are not allowed to know how much it would cost at all of these different houses. And it definitely changed. It matters a lot. It was 5 figures per year for the KDs on campus because they had just gotten a new house. Whereas Chi O was the cheapest of the 3 Panhellenic sororities that was available at Rolla when I was there, and then Zeta was right in the middle. Not a super new house, not a super old house. So you don't know any of that. You don't know if you're gonna be required to live in their house at the time. You don't know the cost. You don't know. It's a little known secret that you're heavily pressured to buy most of the T-shirts for the events, especially if you're volunteering. You never get anything for free. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and of course you don't learn those recruitment secrets until a year in when you're part of the process. There is, I could probably go on for another 30 minutes all about it, but I'll spare you guys about it. But it's very judgmental. It's worse than you think. They all gather around, sit down, and have a big old slideshow presentation, and someone presents what their findings from social media, and then people will pipe up with their opinions, dislikes, and likes about the girl, and we'll all decide as a group, pass or fail, and then move on to the next one. Because each day you have to like cut people, so you have to rank your people, and then a certain number will get cut off. And so it also matters if someone with high status is going hard for you, you're gonna get in. Or maybe the chapter's average GPA is low, so they're gonna take girls who look smart that year. So it's super looks-based judging. And then gift bombing. So there are hundreds of dollars in gifts for just person to person. If you want to be a big, or you want to co-sign for someone to join the sorority, you're going to get them shirts and branded cups and little snacks, and you're going to make them little signs. And they can only wear certain things at certain times. So you can't give them a shirt with quote unquote letters on it at first. You can give them like, I'm trying to think, you can give them a logo, and then later you get to give them their letters, and then later you get to give them shit with the crest on it, and then you get to give them their badge. Like, you get to buy these things for them. Usually people would be given a blanket, several shirts, some other accoutrements, and then the parties. These bid day parties are insane. I've got some pictures for you guys. So these are pictures of bid day. There are literally tens of women just on the sidewalks screaming, cheering, yelling as you run home. So very emotional experience. They're hyping you up. Welcome home. That's like the messaging. Usually you had someone who was really advocating for you and rooting for you. She's gonna be the one like with a sign with your name on it, welcoming you home. And so it's like, oh my God, I knew you would choose us. I love you so much, blah, 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 whatever. Here's some pictures of like the gift baskets you might see. So maybe some snacks, flowers. There were a lot of canvases made. If you like need to be crafty to be in a sorority. Beading, some letters. There, some letters on the shirt. Accessories, so you can look like an it girl, and then big little reveal. So, Jesus, trying to find a way to TLDR this. There's a bit of a contest to see who gets the hot new little on the block, and the way you reveal it is they'll usually do some sort of theme where it matches. So maybe they will anonymously deliver a shirt that matches your big, and you'll find them when you go to an event. Maybe they'll pop out of a box with your name on it. Maybe they will give you a Stitch costume, and then when you show up, your sorority quote-unquote family will be wearing related costumes. So all of this is dollar signs, time, effort, and emotional connection all in one. All right, so all of that sounds pretty fucking rough. So Tessa, how in the world did you get lured in? Hang on.
Oh my God.
Hang on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Hang on, don't look. Okay, how'd you get lured in? Okay, philanthropy. listen, I'm a sucker for doing cool things. They use it as a shield, and apparently they very rarely do it. That kind of sucked. Because there's 3 days of recruitment for Rala. One of the 3 days was centered solely on talking about philanthropy. And then you do it 1 to 3 days a year after that. So they really misrepresent that. Friendship, again, we talked about it. You know, if you're lonely, if you're scared, if you want to prove that you have your life together, if you want to push yourself to be better, they're advocating for those things. They're saying, we're a sisterhood, we love each other. They all come together around recruitment and they purge their social media of any beef. Like literally, they get checked. They have to do this, they have a week or two to do it, and then they get checked. There can be no whiff of beef among the house. You may have a frenemy, but you're fucking hugging her and squealing right next to her. Like, you have got to perform friendship. So you really think you're coming in and you're going to get 40 best friends. Side note, you don't. Academic success, like I said, they will literally take girls with super high overperforming girls just to keep their house average GPA super high. So it's always like, oh, we had a 4.7, we had a fucking 8,700 GPA, good for you. And it's just a couple girls really putting in the work, and then the others just have to not tank it. And I mean, that is a big deal because that's one of the only things that can get a chapter revoked. So they put a lot of focus on that. Again, virtue signaling, they really hide behind these values. Nobility, leadership, sisterhood, friendship. I think one of the, is it Kappa Gamma? It's they're talking about aspiring to be, like, they are just PR goddesses and they are really hitting it hard. And if they did everything they said, it would be amazing. They just don't. They're just good at selling and not good at, delivering. And then belonging. College is a really vulnerable time for a lot of people. It's some people's first environment change. It's some people's first autonomy. It's a great time to suck people into a cult, to say, you can gain status, you can gain connection, you can gain friendship, you can gain, a lot of times they'll imply that this will open doors for you professionally because Greek lifers stick together. And to be honest, that I have seen that happen. And then again, like I've been referencing, God level PR. There is so much work that goes into the PR of the house. Each individual person becomes a PR manager for their own image because they are forced to do that. And then they are also overseen by a house PR manager, and the house PR manager is overseen by a Panhellenic PR manager, and then there's a national PR manager. All the way up and down, everyone has to be presenting a good foot forward. All right. Okay, so all in all, yikes, but was it worth it? Girl, hell no, of course not. Why? Philanthropy only 2 times a year. Friendships were held together by like wishes, hopes, and force. It was thousands of dollars per year, and I did not realize the commitment that I was making financially until it was way the fuck too late. It's a lot of high school mean girls on power trips and using like toxic positivity and fake friendship in order to rule and ruin your life. It's for normies only. They tell you you're allowed to be yourself in recruitment, and then you're not because they care about what people think about you. So God forbid you're a freak in any way. Perception is queen. They do not care about your well-being. I had mono, and they were like, girl, I don't give a fuck. You better get your ass to these fucking social events. You better get your grades up. Like, that is all that matters. They also say constantly, oh, you don't need to be rich. Oh, there's financial aid. Oh, it doesn't cost that much. Girl, they are fucking lying. And then also, everyone is one fucking sneeze away from snapping because everyone's trying to hold themselves and other people to impossible standards. So you are getting everyone's absolute worst behavior. So, in short, please God, don't drink the Kool-Aid. And that's it.
Oh my God.
Can attest.
I want to vomit.
What
What
the
the
heck?
hell?
That's insane.
Tessa, are you
There's
okay?
so much more. There's so much more.
Dude, I had a horrible ex who went to Triangle in Raleigh.
Oh, fuck. I have a picture dangling off that sign.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, no, it really is the worst of the worst.
Jesus.
I killed my chapter when I was there.
I do think
I'm
that is probably
Connor's
the only
frat
thing
story
that
is
could have
kinda
made my
funny.
college experience worse.
Yeah.
I was one time told by my big to go run and hide in a bush until Alex could pick me up, because my too big was coming up. So my big's big, and sorry, sometimes names are easier. My big knew that my too big was gonna haze me, so she was like, "Run, go hide in a bush!" Like, and we're all drunk off our ass, and I'm underage and whatever. But she literally told me to go hide in a bush until Alex picked me up so that I wouldn't be hazed, because she knew I couldn't fucking take it.
Yeah, there's always this idea that like, oh, the Greek, like there's Greek life offices on almost every campus. That's literally just like all of the Greek life comes together to say these are the rules a lot of the time, and they always say there's no hazing. Yeah, there's it's like,
Of course, it's not hazing.
People
Right.
were branded while I was there. Not
Yeah,
for
oh,
sororities,
like-
but fraternities.
There's if they found out that you were quote unquote hazing or did something that came to light, not only would you lose like your membership, but your entire chapter would lose with their charter. And basically when a house they get major fined by everything, and then also with the if a fraternity or sorority, at least I'm pretty sure it's universal, but when they lose their charter, meaning their permission to be on campus, they can't restart it for 5 years because they have to make sure that everyone is graduated and is no longer there, no matter what the.
It'd be a long time
It's
for
a
some
big
frats.
goddamn deal.
Yeah.
They'd still be there.
So there was.
I knew someone that had to swallow
grooming
a
in mind.
goldfish for hazing.
Jeez,
A live
Louise.
goldfish.
I was trapped in a room for 3 hours, forced to listen to the new Miley Cyrus album at the time, which was not bad because it was good music, but it was just like they thought it was bad, so they made us
just what
listen to
Andy
it
does.
in the
That's
dark.
just what Andy does like every night.
Do this.
I'll tell you guys
Was
about
that,
lavaliering sometime. We had some guy strapped to our letters overnight because he wanted to lavalier his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know what can follow that up.
Sunny, come into the chat. We're talking.
Some messy shit.
We're chilling.
Y'all
Should I
wanna
just
hear
go quick?
about Omegaverse now?
No.
Quick and dirty. This is what chickens do.
Gimme.
Sororities and Omegaverse are perfect.
I need to hear about the Omegaverse.
She's here, ladies and gentlemen. Sunny.
Oh, hi, Sunny.
Hi, Sunny.
I love edgy. I love edgy.
Oh my gosh. Well, I won't do mine because it's kind of late now. And it's not done, so.
Shit, do we need a day 2?
Well, we
I
need
can
a
do
day
mine.
2 for this.
Yeah, I'm.
Andy,
mine-
do yours.
Yeah.
How short is
All
it?
right. It should be short.
Okay.
I hope
We'll do
so. at
one
least.
more. We'll do one more, and then we'll schedule another day.
Yeah. Because I want to make mine good.
I thought of another one that I'm like, I kind of want to do this now.
Nice.
Do it.
All right. Am I successfully sharing my screen?
Oh, fuck
You are.
yes.
Cool.
Incredible.
This is. I'm excited.
Yeah. So this is the story of the time I got a stranger uninvited to a wedding for people I don't know, and then showed up to the wedding dressed like corn. And this was all less than a 24-hour period this weekend. So
this
some
weekend?
background.
This weekend?
Yes, this weekend.
Like 2 days
Oh my
ago.
god.
Yeah.
Nice.
So some background.
Incredible.
This is me. I'm the corn guy.
Dude, nice mustache.
And then I've got
You might
a
call
friend.
it a
Her
porn
name.
staff.
I've got a friend. Her name's Lala, and I met her at the bar, at like the beginning of the year. But now we're really good friends. And anyways, the wedding was her brother and sister-in-law.
Oh my god.
And I guess technically I kind of know them. I've met them once, but don't really know them. Lala they wanted a hot dog bar for the reception, and Lala was in charge of making that happen. And so she was telling me about it, and the reception was at the bar that we hang out at called Stockyards. And she was like, you should come and you should have hot dogs. And this was months ago. And I put it on my calendar, and then I met her brother and her sister-in-law one day at the bar, and they were like, yes, you should come and you should have hot dogs. Anyways, she couldn't figure out the hot dog thing. They just did barbecue instead. But it was fine. And so Friday, I go to the bar, just, to go to the bar. And also there was a band playing there called Freight Train Rabbit Killer. And I've been wanting to see Freight Train Rabbit Killer for a while, just never made it to a show. So they were playing there Friday. I was like, great, let's go. I'm in the parking lot walking up to it, and brother and sister-in-law see me in the parking lot, and they stop me, and they're like, hey, corn guy, you're coming tomorrow, right? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I'll be there. And then they told me I had to wear the corn outfit.
It's intimidating.
Yeah, so anyways, I go inside. The bar is in fact a cowboy themed bar. Kinda also has a weird history in the cowboy scene. It used to be the lounge for the Livestock Exchange building in the West Bottoms of Kansas City, which at one time was the world's largest live exchange.
Yeah.
And lots of cowboys there. So I'm there, and I run into Lala there because they had the rehearsal dinner there. And she hasn't left yet, so we talk, and then this guy walks in the front. He's censored in this. He walks in the front, and she's like, oh my god, that's one of the bride's friends, and he's been a lot this entire week, and he's obnoxious, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with him tomorrow at the wedding. And then Lala leaves.
And then you kill him, right?
No, not yet.
I love edging.
So I'm at the bar. The music starts. It's Freight Train Rabbit Killer. It's a fun time. But the man, he's like walking around, getting like really in people's faces, clapping off beat, just being obnoxious. And it's been like 20 minutes. And then Sko, one of the bartenders, this is not a picture of Sko, it's a picture of a bartender, but it's supposed to be Sko. I hear Sko go, hey, that's enough. And I'm on the other side of the bar. So I turn around and look, and Sko's talking to, oh no, I went too far. Sko's talking to the guy, and I don't hear what's going on, but they're like in each other's faces. And then the guy storms out the front door and leaves. And the owner of the bar is sitting right there, and he's laughing about it. And then everyone clapped. Everyone was very excited that man left. Like literally everyone did in fact clap. And so I see that happen, and I'm like, oh shit. And I love gossip. I pretend to not be a big gossiper, but I love it. So I immediately pull out my phone and I text Lala. And I'm like, yo,
I'm not gonna believe this.
That guy just got kicked out of the bar. And she's now at dinner with her dad, and she tells him about it. And they're like, how do we handle this situation? And they decide the proper thing to do is to tell the bride that happened so that it's not like a surprise at her wedding. And she is like, well, if he did, or she goes, oh, he relapsed? Turns out, yeah, turns out he's a recovering alcoholic. He left the bar with her. She saw him get into his car, and he drove around to the front of the bar and came in through a different door after having told him that he left.
Andy, this is the
So-
spiciest fucking tea I've heard all month.
Oh my god! Thank
Andy
you.
has all of the good stories.
Every weekend for him, I feel like.
This is just a Tuesday for this man. I don't know what you guys are freaking out about.
No, it was a Friday.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
Far-
distinctly that it was last weekend.
Yeah, this entire story so far less than 2 hours. I get to the bar 6 p.m. It's 8 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
So she uninvites him to the wedding, and then unrelated, but I went to work at 3 a.m. at the box factory on Saturday morning to make some overtime. It's important because it's night and I'm there. And it lets you know that I'm sleep deprived for the rest of the story.
Good.
So go back to the bar. The wedding's going on. I get there, see the bar owner, find out another layer to what happened last night. So his wife was in the back room during the rehearsal dinner, like helping them just in case things were going on. They also have a newborn, like a 2-month-old.
No.
And they're going through, like the bride is going through and figuring out how they want the table set up. And this man that has now been kicked out of the bar and out of the wedding. He's just like really being all like, come on, tell us where we need things, like what's going on, why, or like just answer these questions. And she's like, well, calm down, I need to think, like please be quiet. And there's a newborn in the room, and the newborn's a little fussy. So the man asks the woman to leave. He goes up to her and he's like, hey, the bride's really noise sensitive right now and your baby's making noise. Can you leave?
Oh.
Not knowing that that is the owner's wife.
Oh no.
So I show up to the bar and I hear this, and the owner's like, hey, thanks for letting the wedding party know about everything. So he got uninvited. And then I go back there and I run into one of the bartenders, Melissa. And Melissa's like, hey, thanks for telling the wedding party about that. We all knew that Lala was stressed and didn't want to bother her, but like someone needed to tell her, so I'm glad you did. And then the bride comes up to me and also says the same thing. So everybody's like, yeah, we're glad this guy's not here. Thanks for telling us. And also I'm dressed like corn, and it was awkward because I didn't know anyone. Like I have met the bride and groom once, and everybody is dressed for a wedding.
You're just their
And
knight
I'm-
in shining cob.
Yeah, I'm just I'm
So
just
how
the
long
corn
did you work
cob.
on that?
Off the fucking dome.
You're sharing kernels of wisdom is what you're doing.
But yeah, I'm just
Oh,
there
Connor, that
dressed
was
like a corn
nightmare.
cob. I'm eating their barbecue. I'm drinking their beer. I'm hanging out.
You're such
And then
a fucking icon, Andy.
I have a really good conversation with Lala's stepmom. We talk for like an hour.
Andy and the moms. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, that was like Friday 6 p.m. to Saturday 4 p.m.
Incredible.
Powerful time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And that's the end of my presentation.
I'm so glad that this is being recorded.
Yes.
Can you share that recording at the end of this, please?
I will share it. Don't
Andy, you're
worry.
such a storyteller.
This
Well,
might be the one where I actually like start my YouTube channel and put it up on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
oh God. I think that concludes presentation, Nate.
Everyone did so good.
Good job, everyone.
Good work, team.
My favorite was Cass's. I don't know why, but it spoke.
It was great.
Spoke to me.
I was like, she texted me in the middle of the week a while ago, and I was like, what is that about? What is she gonna do with this? I would also like to say my complete response to that, the questioning, Audrey, is I did say, hold on, let me find it.
Oh no.
Where did it go? I did say, in air quotes, I went, so what's your favorite thing about this person? And it's like, I guess whatever's wrong with them, you know? Like, their ADD, you know, the mental illness they have, it's great.
Yeah,
It's my favorite thing about them.
You know what? I agree. Me too.
It's the spice that makes it.
All my mental
It makes
illness.
it interesting.
Yes, thank you, Sunny. You weren't there, but it was very sweet what you said.
Oh wait, what? Things were said?
Okay, never mind.
Tell anybody what
Apparently
I
you
told
said-
later.
You're part of investigative
Apparently you said
journalism.
something nice about Audrey.
You're
It's
a
fine.
witness.
In the Cass did like a little
Witnessed it before.
presentation, and you
Oh.
you said some nice stuff. Yeah.
That's what that was for. I didn't know what it was for. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell
Yeah.
anybody. I think
This was great.
Connor is the only one that like kind of picked up on.
Furry
Yeah.
investigation.
I knew what it was, and because I remember talking to Cass after it and be like, so this is what this is. I understand what's going on, but this happened. You texted me like right after we had D&D or something, and I was like, yeah, she has no idea.
I have no idea.
She thinks you're collecting evidence to prove that she's a furry. Like,
I've been saying that for months to
Yeah,
her.
she's like, I keep getting
and I
evidence.
love it.
And I was like, okay, that's great.
She found like a note
100%
app,
believed it.
a note on my phone that was like furry evidence or something. She's like, "What is
Yeah,
that?"
you told me
I'm
about
like,
that.
"Nothing."
It's exactly what it says it is, Audrey. Damn.
Okay.
I think that Cass should actually do the furry presentation.
Yeah, I would. That's my next request, actually.
Oh, no.
There's so much evidence.
So nicely with my Omegaverse presentation that I'm actually going to finish.
Oh my gosh.
Doing back to
If
back.
you're gonna do about Omegaverse, can I just follow up your Omegaverse with men I would like to impregnate presentation?
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. You.
absolutely
Yep.
you
mhm,
can.
Yes. Correct.
Sunny, I would like nothing better. Is it just all of Stray Kids?
Oh.
Yeah. but also more than just them. Also
The
more than
loudest
just them.
silence ever. I love it.
I think I know a couple of them.
Audrey, we have to retake it to double check that we're still mid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say, for the evidence of Audrey being a furry, there is quite a bit more evidence that she falls in the Omegaverse.
What?
I
Two
feel
things
like
can be
you can make an
factual.
argument that the Omegaverse is a subset of being a furry. And
It
I might
is, yes.
potentially be making that argument in my Omegaverse presentation.
Oh, perfect.
I did make Cass on our second date. This was stupid of me. I made her take the
I
Omegaverse
remember you
test.
telling us this.
And I was like, as I was telling it, I remember everyone's faces were like, what the heck did you do? Like, why did you do that? And I was like, yeah, that's probably wasn't the smartest idea, but she was
That's what won her over, bro.
No fanfic you were reading
Let
that
them know
were
early who you are.
Audrey, I want you to know that when you told us that, my initial thoughts were like, my first blood curdling is like, okay, this might not be a bad idea, and then my second thought was, this is the best idea ever.
Yeah. She got a good one, but I'm still mid.
I do think you gotta let them know who you are early.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Exactly.
Get 2 months into a relationship and they still think you're cool,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "I love you," and you're like, "No, you don't." You do not know who I am.
Remember who you are, Simba.
All right.
I don't even remember what my results were.
You had a cool one. Thanks for the follow. You're so sweet.
Yeah,
I just realized I hadn't. Oops.
It's okay. It's totally fine. I don't ask for all that. But thank you so much.
Yeah, just clicking a button.
Yeah, I think she got like an alpha.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, I found it.
Damn
Soft
right.
alpha.
Yeah, it was
soft
like soft something.
I've completely forgotten what mine was.
Connor and I are the same, where it's like we protect. We're like betas. Like we're like protective.
It literally
said we're mid.
called us mid.
Yeah, it's
it
like, you're
literally
kinda
called
mid.
us mid.
You'll protect, but you still like will be.
Hold on, wait. I've got Katie Holt. Katie Holtz
so-
got soft alpha.
Mm.
Katie Law got independent omega. Let's see. Andy got loner alpha.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Yeah.
I got caring beta.
Oh,
And then Audrey and Connor got.
Just know there is a secret super special gender in Omegaverse. It's not Sigma, but we'll get to it. Don't worry.
Connor and Audrey got protective
It's
beta.
Enigma.
Eric, can you do me a favor?
Oh God.
Can you look up the description for protective beta, please?
Already
Can you
looking
read
at
out?
it. You want to read the whole
Because it
thing?
need-
I'll read
yeah,
the
I
whole
need to
thing.
read
Eric.
it for the class.
Wait, what test is this?
Someone has- I'll send it in a sec. Here, let me
Put it
send
in
it
the
first.
chat.
Let me send. I'm gonna throw it in general. Hold on. Nope.
Actually, those should be included in our titles.
Oh
Honestly,
my gosh,
yeah.
no.
Like, I should have soft alpha as a title. Frankly, it's homophobic.
Post it again because I refuse to believe I'm an alpha.
All right, it's under general, everybody. Okay, here we go.
On my way.
Protective beta. So as you may have noticed, you are what we call a protective beta. You may be thinking, oh, what the fuck, how am I not an alpha? Or thank fuck, I thought I was going to be an omega. But rest assured, your diagnosis is completely and thoroughly accurate. Like an alpha, you are protective of your partner and many other relationships in your life, but you don't display quite enough alpha traits to be landed in that category. I'm sorry, little beta, but you've been diagnosed with mid.
Sad.
Mid with a capital M.
Oh, wow.
But like an omega, you're a bit softer on the inside than one may think. You're impatient, sure, but any genuine meanness is just a front you put on because you're traumatized and are unable to let people see that you keep buried deep inside you without wanting to explode into a billion pieces.
So they're
Tee-hee.
exposing my trauma too.
This literally.
Anyway,
Okay, whoa.
Should you enter the workforce, we would recommend jobs like nursing, teaching, and perhaps even the pharmaceutical industry. We need people like you to be a firm but loving hand to those who need it most, but not therapy. You aren't mentally well enough for being a therapist.
Fucking hell.
As a
a
protective beta, you are most compatible with submissive omega, stoic omega, caring beta, and submissive alpha.
But not a soft alpha.
No, we're not compatible.
But not a
I'm
soft
gonna have to break
alpha.
up
I'm
with
sorry.
So how does that make you
Sorry.
feel, Eric?
Most
We're not
That we're compatible?
I guess we have to break
Connor,
up.
I've been known this. Okay, I've been trying to get in your pants for 6 years. I know we compatible.
Sorry, Eric.
I'm honestly surprised
Hey,
you are.
Eric, what's your diagnosis?
Diagnosis.
I was a caring beta. You want to hear my thing? Here, I'll read my thing.
Yes, please.
On this note, I think I'm gonna
Congratulations
stop
on congratulations on finishing this quiz. Good job. You are a caring beta and you are the perfect partner. Don't let that go to your head. Just ask my wife.
Too late.
You are the mom friend, but you don't call yourself that and therefore are not annoying. Your friends often look to you for guidance and you often give more than you take. You do well in school, but not for validation. You are a genuinely smart person and studied hard to get where you are today. If you get a job, you'd be more eligible for jobs in pediatrics or caring for the elderly. Do not go into politics. You will die.
Oh.
As a caring beta, you are compatible with every other beta and most other types. You again are the perfect partner. However, aggressive omegas make you sad. Don't date them. I don't like aggression, so I understand that.
I do.
Anyways, if you want to date me, my wife's okay with it, so just call me.
My wife's okay with it.
I'm gonna say no.
If
I'm so
we're
sorry.
just reading all of the gender
Why?
descriptions, I would love to hear more about soft alphas, and it's not at all because of vanity on my part.
Mhm, right.
Wait, both you and Cass are soft alphas, right? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm
I
doing
got
this
some
for
alpha,
Kat.
but I don't know
This
which
is
one
for
it
her benefit.
was.
Also, this was prompted by Katie Holt in our group chat saying, I have to ask a question for an internet quiz, and I would appreciate Ernest's
Yeah.
response with
Yeah, I
zero
remember that.
follow-up questions.
I remember that.
It was one
And
of
it's
the
just
first
like, it came out of
questions.
nowhere,
There were
and we were like,
so
what the
many
fuck is this
follow-up
for?
questions, and it was, are you a cat girl or a dog girl?
hmm
Everyone said I was a dog girl.
There were so
Audrey.
many follow-up questions.
What?
guys.
You say you're a dog girl.
No, I
You
think
do say you're a
everyone-
dog girl.
everyone said- Okay, whatever. Continue, Eric.
I'm so sure you've said it before.
No, I don't have the descriptions for all of them. I just know that Katie Law got Independent Omega, and it said would do well as a plumber or an electrician.
Wait, did we post the link already?
It is in general.
I'm halfway through it right now.
I'm excited to hear what you got.
On our second date, Audrey, in silence, made me take this.
Yeah, we were at the
So
opera
funny.
house, and I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the restroom. You take this quiz real quick."
Take this.
I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck?
And that's how I knew that you kind of liked me, because you didn't. You didn't say no, that's weird, and left me.
That's an interesting to go from that to the everything that happened earlier. Like it's just so funny and amazing.
Yeah, so weird.
How did you know it was love? Well, she made me take an Omegaverse quiz. That's the start of it for me.
Oh my god.
Good on you. She was freaky as fuck.
No,
She
you
hurts
know
me.
she's not freaky as fuck because she got diagnosed as mid by the Omegaverse quiz.
She got diagnosed as mid, capital M.
Okay.
Hey, Audrey, you and I have to stick together,
We
okay?
do. We protect each other as protective
We have to
natives.
protect each other, yeah.
Hey, you guys. Hey, you both of you stick with me. I'll take care of you. Don't worry.
Aw, thank you.
That's true.
Whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, yo.
Hang on, I think
While
Eric
people
is
are taking
trying to designate
Date.
themselves the head of the pack,
Oh,
perhaps.
head of the pack.
No,
What is
I still
happening?
need someone else to make the decisions. I'm just going to be like incredibly helpful, and I still need someone else to make the
But we
decisions because I don't want
have
to
a
choose.
pack alpha yet.
We'll figure it out. We'll get there.
Okay.
Oh my god.
While
What is
people are
happening?
taking the quiz, I remembered the thing I wanted to do for my next presentation, and I'm not going to do it because it's going to piss Katie Law off. But
Oh.
I was like, what if I did a presentation on the argument that almost ruined our D&D group?
Yes.
She will.
Oh, I
I think we
remember.
should do
I know
it.
she will.
I would have a fucking conniption.
I like how that's the one thing that you said.
Unmuted for that, but not
Yes.
any of the fucking Omega verse shit.
But
Katie,
what's
I
sad
love
thing
you.
is,
I'm not going to do it.
I really
She
want
went
you
a
to
whole
do
weekend
that.
with me. We can't subject her to much more. I'm so sorry.
Can you do that and make sure that Katie's not there? Like, if she's
I'll
not
just
going
make
to
sure
be
she's
there,
not there.
because I need this in my life. It's so
That's
funny.
funny. I forgot about
And
that.
I'm
I'm
actually
gonna make
doing the
diagrams.
job it says I should do.
Yes.
Is it child psychology
It's just it
or
says
just therapy?
it says you did all the therapy and now feel the need to do the therapy to others, and
Hey,
then says I should
what's
go
that?
into therapy.
Wait, okay.
What pack is that?
I need to know if I'm a dog person or a
You're a cat.
person.
You're a cat person, babe. Don't even.
We did
That's
we
what I
did
thought.
talk about this because we were
This
trying.
is
I
the
remember.
person that started all of this.
I think one of the debates that we had was like, so does it mean that you like cats or you have the personality
No, I
of a
think
cat?
it's personality of a cat, which is why I ultimately chose cat because
Yeah.
I'm a sort of doggish cat, but I don't think I'm a very cattish dog.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
that makes sense.
Audrey, you're a dog person that likes cats.
Yeah.
You are a golden
'Cause-
retriever.
Yeah, golden retriever energy for sure.
Sure. I get that.
No, just you are one.
Oh, I
not
am.
Don't
energy.
say sure like you haven't proclaimed that yourself.
Okay, we need you to.
This is like one of your selling points.
Yes.
Airing out all the dirty
I
laundry. It
am the
seems
golden
like.
retriever girlfriend. I get it.
Dirty
More
Laundry on
importantly-
Dot.tv is a great show.
More importantly, what is the color of math, you guys?
That's
Red.
yellow.
Blue.
Whoa! Who said red?
Did someone say
Definitely
Red,
blue.
red, all the way red.
Damn.
The only other acceptable answer for red is history,
Yeah.
but
that's
if it's
what I was
social
thinking.
studies, it's yellow.
What about
Math
science?
is
Anything has to do with
green.
writing
Science is always
green.
green.
Yeah,
And
green.
English is always blue.
Science is
Or
blue.
purple.
Science is purple.
Science is
No.
green.
Science is green.
Science is green.
Science is
I think
green.
English is purple.
Obvious. Math was blue for me.
English was
Same.
turquoise.
English was yellow.
don't
Okay,
know.
different.
No, history's
And yellow, and yellow? Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Oh, I got caring beta.
I love these questions. I joined in. This beta cook probably deserves it.
Sunny got caring beta too?
Yeah, I got caring beta.
Aww. Wow.
You're mid.
I'm mid.
No, that's not mid. That's protective
Oh, wait,
beta.
that's me. That's me.
Yeah, you're mid.
We're the same person.
I knew it.
There's two caring to take care of the two mids. Wow, that was
Hell
quiet.
yeah.
Dang.
I don't know what that
Who else is taking
means,
the quiz
but
right
I'm.
now?
I'm proud of everyone. That's
means,
all.
but hell yeah, brother.
Jonna lost power? No.
No.
Yeah, a while
Saw that.
ago.
I just saw that.
Rest in peace.
Welcome to.
I was very focused on everyone's presentations.
Very good presentations, everyone. We'll do another night, like in a
promise.
couple of months.
My World of Warcraft lore will be amazing and probably take an hour.
Oh God.
I'll
I'm
try to
gonna
do it.
put on PJs and make popcorn.
Yeah, I'll do
Then
it
we're gonna make that a
quick.
movie night.
I was like, should I even
Honestly-
make it like, what if I did like a video essay?
I think you need to do. We need to do one of these like in person,
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes. That would be fun.
Absolutely.
and make sure that like Alex and
Let's
Just
all the KC
like,
people. Let's
Keegan-
pile into like 2
yeah,
cars and
We'll
go to
buy
St.
you a
Louis.
ticket here to.
And pop comedy.
Guys, we're gonna go visit Sunny in Texas. That's where we're doing it.
Woo! Let's
All right.
go.
Hey, I've got family in Texas. I'll be fine.
I don't have
I've
anybody in
decided
Texas.
that Audrey's doing another house party again.
Oh,
For
you
the
know
birthday?
Sunny.
So we can
Yeah,
do it there.
everyone keeps talking about that dang house party.
Yeah, Audrey,
wanna-
we live
Audrey-
like 2 blocks away from each other.
No way. What?
Yeah.
Audrey,
I won't tell you
Everett
where
lives-
I live, but.
Everett lives next door to my old house, like where Josh and I lived.
Oh shoot! Then
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, like one building down.
Really?
we're very close to each other. I could walk to your
Very
place.
close. You sure could.
Audrey, you want to host my 25th birthday?
I can if you want.
Quarter century.
God, you're
Yeah.
only 24.
Crazy.
They baby.
Yeah.
They
Hold. Do we need to have
When's your
a
birthday?
rematch?
My birthday is in April.
Yeah,
A rematch
their birthday
of-
is literally
what are we
like.
rematching?
It's 4 days.
Do you
Yeah,
not
it's 4
remember
days
the
before
card that we
Audrey's.
got that you and I
Oh
had?
my god, yeah.
That's the birthday
I
party.
will be doing a wall sit on an actual wall, and then we will be fist fighting.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was too
Oh
drunk to
my
understand what was going
God.
on. I
I
forgot
was
about that.
sore. I was sore for like 3 days.
If I had
From
not
the
been doing
one
the
wall sit?
against
Yeah.
a
We weren't doing
FIFA,
it
What was
I
the last
would've
5
won.
minutes?
Yeah, it
Guys,
was like 30 minutes.
Guys, am I a cat girl or a dog girl?
Cat.
The cat.
Yeah, I'd say you're a cat girl.
Yeah.
You have cats and you are like a cat person. Meow.
Yo, Juno, chill out.
Baby. I was gonna say something. Shit. Oh, I don't remember half of my birthday.
That
Yeah.
checks out.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
You made me take like 3 shots straight off the bat, and it was 5 o'clock, and I was like, okay, let's go.
It was like 6:37.
I don't know.
Okay.
I remember Hannah. I remember Hannah like being like, "Oh, you're going for it? Okay, cool, go for it. Enjoy."
I can't remember. Was it you that found you were Cass that found the ice that was underneath your pillow?
I
was
did, and I was
her,
like, "No."
and she texted the group and said no.
I was so upset.
I was so drunk.
I was too.
I remember starting it, and then I remember going out and I wanted to do beer pong, but there's too many people, and I was like, I'm just gonna go inside. And then I fell asleep on my bed. I don't know how I got there, and I woke up, and Cass was like, girl, get up. That's it.
I got independent Omega, you guys, as it should be. The universe is corrected.
What'd you get before, Alpha?
I got I think maybe I got soft alpha before. I got some alpha before, and I was like, that's gross.
Okay.
I got soft alpha.
Rude.
I feel trapped,
Yeah.
personally. In as much as I have any ability to perceive myself. That feels right.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This has been fun. We should do this again sometime.
GG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,